shit, we're finally doing it. It's been, I think this game has been like 1 month in the making ever since we initially kind of started things. And we're finally live. Kind of heckin' cool. Welcome all players to session 4 of Call of the NetherSpweek. We got a bunch of cool shit going on. I guess we're gonna go and do player intros. Seems like maybe the best thing to start off on. Let's have a look-see. Let's start. I know I keep doing this. Starting at the top of the list. The wheeze from Sean. Would you like to introduce yourself very briefly and give a quick glimpse into who you play?
Sure. I'm Sean. Hello. I'm a goodbye Hide. I'm in my mid-20s. In the campaign, I will be playing Koranvin, who is a drow wizard of some variety. Is very fascinated with history and books and all sorts of wizardry things.
Yeah.
What a nerd.
Hey. No, you're fine.
Sweet on. Next up we have Gabe.
Hello. I'm Gabe. I'm 24, and I'm going to be playing our good buddy Enyo, who is our bestest darling warlock boy.
Yeah. Ree.
I am Ricky. I will be playing Lyra, who I think technically hasn't revealed her subclass, but she is a fighter.
Our stream has disappeared.
I haven't really had a chance to use it because we keep being in water, which is the opposite of viable for this class.
That's
Very
what you're saying.
rude.
You're right. Okay,
Sorry about that. Discord blew up.
As it does, no worries. Scarlet.
Yes, hello. My name is Scarlet. I use they, she pronouns, and I'll be playing Mara, who is probably a sorcerer.
Probably.
Probably.
And lastly, we have a new player. Don't give away what you're playing just yet, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, so yeah, I'm the new player. I am Kamal, or Kamigo. I am the youngest, seemingly, with 19 years of age. And I'm just happy to be here. For the wholesomeness.
Yeah, there should be plenty of wholesomeness. Almost enough to like balance out the technical difficulties. At least I hope.
Definitely.
But yeah, okay. I guess first things first, we're gonna kick the session off with character questions. This is a way of you guys earning fate points to change the roles that you have throughout the game. Can I get whoever can roll a dice first to roll a d10?
Oh, hey.
Hey!
Well, 2 in a row. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. All the luck's coming out first.
We get
Go,
to...
go, go,
Oh,
go.
come on.
Oh, okay. Way to go, Gabe.
Oh, let's see.
Don't worry, that means the d20s will be reversed.
Alrighty. So let's go in reverse order. Let's say, Kama, you're welcome to partake in this, even if you don't want to give away your character. You can speak in vague, anonymous description if you'd like. But we'll go in the reverse order. What do you think is your character's favorite physical feature that they have? Like, what is the thing that they pride themselves on physically the most?
That is a question.
Was it like not specifically athletic team?
Yeah.
Oh. Strength is a dump stat here?
Yeah, something like
just
that.
a bit.
Looks like I'll be doing carrying stuff.
Do they pride themselves on carrying stuff really good?
Not specifically.
I think that Enyo has a not talked about this, but has been very clearly like aware of his cute little face. He's got kind of a boyish look to him, with like very rounded cheeks, and he has wielded that big smile like a weapon. And I think that's probably what he seems to. It's a feature of his he puts forward. So
Yeah.
Probably his favorite, but I don't think he's sad.
What about Mara?
I think I don't actually think Mara has a favorite feature about herself, but if she had to pick one, I think she likes her hair.
Fair enough. What about Lyra?
See, that's like a trick question because Lyra is just really happy with like all herself. She doesn't need a
awesome
favorite
answer.
because the whole package is her favorite.
Holy shit. Okay. What about Corin?
I don't think Corn has really a favorite feature. In a bizarre way, I think they're thankful that they don't stand out in a crowd, as it
Interesting.
were.
Yeah. I dig it.
Hard to say. Yeah.
Well, everyone gets one fate point to spend however they'd like, to, you know, sway fate or whatever. Oh god.
Oops.
Sean keeps dying.
Oh,
Welcome back.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
That's alrighty. Okie doke. Does anyone have the absolute itch to earn another fate point and give us a little recap of last session? It was 2 weeks ago, so it's been a little bit. If two people want to work together and do it, I'm all goods with that as well.
you got real quiet. I'm gonna turn you up.
For a moment there, I was like, what?
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, I think that's because Discord went into streamer mode. Maybe. Or isn't in streamer mode. There we go, that should be fine. As I was saying, oh god. Oh, now it doesn't want to stream. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Alright, I've got to disable streamer mode. This is so good. And I've just got to mute everything that I'm in. And mute anyone who messages me. Mute for 8 hours. And then... Oh, why doesn't no one
You
do
may
that?
want to use just your camera thing that you have in the
Yeah, that might be...
for tonight, just because mine keeps blowing up. I'm sorry about that.
Do not worry at all. We'll do that. But yeah, while I'm doing that, does anyone want to do a stream recap?
I wasn't here.
Come on, Kami. What happened? Give us the
I mean, I
deets.
certainly can.
Totally. You're welcome to do so.
Okay. I'm trying to recall exactly where. I remember everything that happened, just not what the end of the session was. I think we started out in just after coming back from the last trial. Is that right?
Yeah, I think...
Was the start of the last session?
The last session was... Oh, I might be... I think you guys were still in the trial, and I think it like, the, we picked up, like, just before that last fight finished, I believe.
Okay, so we were all deep in the underground cave system that the last trial was in, fighting a big shark against Ayy's group, who was way behind us, and we're gonna lose. But after we beat the shark kind of collapsed part of the tunnel, and we found a buried treasure that seemed to be some kind of cool necklace or pendant. And we all thought it was really cool, and Mara picked it up, but then we all had a crazy vision, and this mysterious figure was like, "Help me," and we were like unable to speak mostly. But during that vision, apparently we passed out and almost drowned in the tunnels. Io stole, not, or Io's group walked off with the prize for the competition and our cool fancy necklace that we had just found. So that's no good. So then we were trying to figure out what to do next, and talked to Maggie and Derwin? Yeah, Dermot. And we're going to talk to them the next morning, but when we woke up, they were just gone. They just split town. So that was rude of them. And then the elder of the town approached us about having a dream kind of similar to our vision. And so we told him a little bit of what was going on, and decided to go after Io's group. And then on our way out of town to chase down Io's group, Enyo pretended to be the elder to the guards at the gate in order to steal, requisition some horses for their journey. And then we were walking out of town.
Correct.
I believe that's all I recall.
That sounds pretty dang accurate. Go ahead and give yourself that fate point. Good job. Muy bien. Yeah, that sounds pretty dang good. I don't know if there was anything missed. I can't think of anything. So I think, as of now, you guys, it is the morning, the day after the festival. You guys are literally on like the outskirts of Jigow, planning to head south down the Emerald Loop, eventually to get to Bazazan. Or at least I believe that's the plan. I don't know if you guys want to just go anywhere else just for the lulz, but it seems like you guys are heading towards Bazazan. You have two horses that you've newly acquired, one of which is mostly white and it has vague gray, like vaguely gray bits of. Do horses have fur? Hooves? Yeah, I know they have
Mane?
What
the mane or the hair?
Yeah, but what about just like the fur that covers all of them? Is that hair or fur? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever horses have around their feet, it's grey. And the other one is mostly black and it has a little white spot on its forehead. So you guys have got those, and they are reasonably sized. Do you imagine that if you didn't push them too hard, you could probably go two to a horse, maybe? Though you imagine it might tire out the horse in traveling on them like that, but you can certainly try. But yeah, is there anything you guys wanted to do before you head off, or are we ready to hit the road?
No, let's find those thieves and break their knees.
Sweet.
I don't know about breaking their knees, but I'm certainly down to find the thieves.
I would agree. Do we want to maybe see if we can get 2 more horses, or do you want to just go?
I feel like they'll catch on if we try and get more horses.
We
Well,
could.
I mean,
maybe
not from
we
the
could.
guards, but
I don't have enough gold on me to buy horses, but maybe I could buy a cart or something. 1, 2. Enyo opens his pouch and starts poking through his gold.
I want to.
no, maybe we'll be fine. Or we won't be. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'd like to. Are there any guards nearby?
Yeah, I believe there are 2 guards that are posted out the front of the gate that you are leaving at the south. They had been quite recently fooled by Ayyy, but they're still there, just kind of bickering.
Okay. I'm gonna do old reliable. I'm going to subtle spell suggestion. I just go up to 1 and just say, "Excuse me, my companions and I are unmounted. Could you get us 2 more horses?"
Yeah, so they're just chatting with each other, and you kind of just approach. You fling the spell off at one of them, who kind of turns around and goes, I didn't. I think the elder told you guys that you guys had horses, right? I just ran up and got you some. I guess there are. I swear there were only like 3 of you last time. Yeah. I'll see what I can do. Maybe just wait up, okay? And he just kind of sighs and kind of gets that slow jog going as he runs back towards town. It's very awkward.
Feel kind
the
of
guy just kind of
bad.
kicking the dirt and standing around.
It's the same guard that we charmed last time. That's pretty great.
These guys are not
Yeah.
doing their jobs. About 10 minutes or so pass before the same guy kind of just comes back walking. He seems quite tired. He doesn't have any horses with him. And he goes, I'm sorry, I couldn't find any more. I think I don't even know if the ones I had before were actually owned by the elder.
Oh, Mara's already walked off.
You've just ding dong ditched.
Yeah.
Okay, doke.
Well, as soon as he starts trying to explain,
All right. Okay, cool.
what sucks for him is that for the next 8 hours he's going to be trying to get us horses.
Yeah. It's now his personal quest. He's super hyped for it. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. So we piling on bunk horses.
Yeah.
Two to a horse.
I don't know if anyone has any preference on
Well.
horse, or names for horses. Fun fact: horses in D&D are 1,000,000 times more likely to die if they don't have a name.
Name them.
The disembodied voice from the ether says.
This good girl is Uma. She's perfect.
Okie doke.
No, I can't do that. No, never mind. I can't do that joke. I can't call one of them Glue.
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
What about stew?
Oh, what's that?
Stew.
There you go.
Okay, so which is which? It's the black one and the white one. This is all very
Uma's the
important.
white one. Uma's the white one.
Okie doke. I guess that means that Stu is the black one. I'm
Yep.
sure their destiny
With the little dot on his
far
forehead.
beyond just bringing you to a singular location. Okie doke. I guess it doesn't really matter who's riding on what. You guys can ride horses. You're fine. But you continue south. You get on your horses and leave. The morning is fresh and the weather's pretty good. There's pretty good visibility. You imagine that if you guys are going at a decent pace, you might maybe be able to catch up to them. You're not entirely sure. It seemed like they had the guards had a very rough grasp on when the other carts left. But yeah. Okay, well, venturing further south, you kind of follow with the Eiffelon River to the west, so to your guys' right as you head. don't know if there's anything you guys are doing while you travel. I guess it really depends. What kind of pace are you guys going? Are you trying to just ride the horses into the ground, or a nice parade-style gallop?
Well, until we catch up to them, do you think we should ride hard, or what do you think, guys?
I think we should ride hard at least for a while, just to make up lost time. Even if we just ride hard for the first day.
Sure, we probably shouldn't ride hard too much because there's a lot of us on 2 horses, and that's, I mean, maybe dangerous to do too long, but
That's true.
Okay, so riding hard for the first day or so. Y'all buckle down and zoom with all the horse-ish words. I was not a horse girl. I don't know what's up. You guys are riding horses. At a fast pace, this journey all the way to Bazazan takes about 9 days. There is a caravan. Hey, I can now show you guys things. Down here, there is a like a caravan stop, the Emerald Loop caravan stop, and that's at a fast pace. You'd maybe get there on the 5th or 6th day. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're looking more at a regular pace, it's a 12-day journey, and you get there somewhere around day 8. But yeah, you guys skedoodle. You get going. I don't know if anyone's doing anything otherwise. I'm assuming you guys are staying somewhat perceptive. I don't know if you have. I guess it's pretty tricky to keep any kind of stealth when you're galloping on horses down the main road. But let me know if I've made any false assumptions. Or forever hold your peace.
I think we're mostly keeping an eye out for dangers, but also, but also the other party.
Yeah.
Is
Okay. I'll say, go ahead and you can give me perception checks, everyone.
I think Ennio is so focused on chattering incessantly, both to the party members and his pet rat, that he is not paying attention at all to their surroundings.
Excellent.
Oh, geez, let's see. Perception.
So anyway, the road to Bazazan's a lot like the road to Rosona and back, and really, I mean, I've done this before, but not with like a whole lot of other people, you know. So this is a lot different of a journey.
Do you normally travel this alone?
I mean, I've traveled it like kind of. I mean, I was part of a caravan for a while, but they didn't really want to talk to me all that much after a certain amount of time, and then I woke up one day and they were just gone. But I've had, companions here and there, but not like, sharing a horse buddies.
That's fair enough. It is not often that one shares a horse with someone, I don't think.
It's a bonding experience.
That it is.
In saying that, this is maybe the 3rd hour of travel. Corin, as you're riding, you notice, kind of looking out, the Eiffelon is kind of following you guys vaguely. You make out that there is, kind of pitched near the side of the road, there is a small tent. You imagine it would maybe house no more than 2 people. It is quite small. There's a little campfire next to it. I'll say, kind of, as all you guys get kind of closer to it, it's all something you all notice, but Corin, you notice that there is an individual kind of standing at the edge of the Eiffelon. I know on the map it looks a lot closer, it looks a lot further away. I'm imagining that it bends more down a bit more, just because that works for me narratively. Ha ha ha. But yeah, there's an individual standing on the bank. Xhorhas, you have been just fishing. You had a bit of a disappointment earlier today, and that's alright. You're kind of
Yeah.
looking for a bit more direction, and you decided that, what better way to calm the mind than just go for a little bit of fishing.
Yeah.
You cast and hook and line and sinker, as all the hip kids say. And you've managed to catch a fair amount of fish. If you'd like, you can add 4 days rations of fish to your inventory.
I
Just
surely
from
will.
the
That's
amount of
foggy.
success that you've had. But as you're you haul in a giant, almost shark-sized fish. That's an exaggeration, but a funny little reference. You hear galloping, almost as fast as you heard earlier. But it sounds like it isn't carts or anything. It might just be a horse or two. But it's zooming.
I take my time. I pick up like the basket full of fish proudly, get my stuff, and slowly make my way towards the camp first, still keeping like a focus on where the galloping is coming from.
Yeah, it's
Just
still...
being a bit like, it might just be something I'm gonna miss again. I'm just not too excited about it again.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Corin would probably just kind of... Alright, let's slow down. Maybe we can ask them if they've seen the other group that went past. I'm
That's
not
a
the
good
best
idea.
at talking, so Mara or Enyo, if you would like to take the lead.
Hey! Hello! And Yo does a big wave. Yeah, you. Hello. Hey, have you seen a couple of carts go through? They had like an ogre with them? Or like a troll? Is that offensive? Like a giant person.
I've seen a few carts run by, but I really can't tell you if either of those things were in there.
Oh yeah. If they were
Who are you?
I'm Enyo. It's nice to meet you. I'd shake your hand, but I'm on a horse.
That
So
you are, yes. Do you want to maybe get off the horse, or can I help you in any other way? I'm not in no rush if you want to take a seat. Riding can be a bit sore on the arse.
yeah, it can be. Enyo hops off and walks over, and he is like 5'2", and 110 pounds, sopping wet. And he's just in this big, gaudy jacket that is like purple with star patterns, and like yellow gold trim. And he's got a big old pendant of the Luxon and a wide popped collar. And he sticks his hand out and says, I'm Enyo, and we're the group tentatively known as Enyo's group, and we're just looking to find the people who won the competition in Jigow, but they split town really early, so we're chasing after them.
Oh my. Right. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you and Enio's group. As I just like reach out my hand and look at the others with a big smile. Well, I've been looking for a few people like that for a while, but if you could I maybe come with you? I don't exactly. I mean, since you're already giving them chase, I was hoping to meet them. What kind of a contest was that?
It was kind of a lot of things, I think. I mean, it was there was a little bit of like a strength of like courage and like a strength of wits and they tested a lot of stuff and really we should have won. We were but the other group cheated. So
Oh, so
yeah,
you're the courageous ones.
yeah, we're pretty good. Not gonna lie. He like leans back on his heels, like, well, I don't want to brag, but I
But
definitely want to brag. Yeah, we're the best.
yeah. Um. Well. Would you like to have some tea? I just brought in some fish. If you're hungry, I'd be happy to have you for a few minutes, since I was looking for the ones who actually won. Um. Yeah. Please take a seat. Not much.
It is about lunchtime.
It is about lunchtime.
Ah,
Also, what does
Enya
Xerus
looks
look
over to
like?
the group.
Mara is going to slide off the horse.
Hello. He just holds out his hand, even though it's still like that awkward moment where, still not off the horse, he's just standing there.
Oh my goodness.
I sorry I didn't introduce myself, did I? My name is Xenris. Um, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Um, you go ahead, Mara.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything.
Nice to meet you there.
Nice to meet you too.
A pleasure indeed. I'm Coranvin, though you may call me Corin, or however else you see fit.
I do apologize since I might just forget that name. I'm not really good with names, among other things, but I'll try my best. I already forgot. He just like tries to like get out the name, but it just doesn't come out. He just goes, "I'll try, friend." And tea. What kind of tea would you all like?
The kind
Uh,
that's warm.
yeah,
That
I
of
don't
course.
I don't have much of a preference, but whatever is easy. We're kind of in a little bit of a hurry, so we can't probably stay for too long.
Oh, there's always time for a good tea. And he just gets to the fireplace where hot water is already boiling. He
Uh,
already had some stuff going.
I mean, yeah, I suppose there's always time for tea.
One can't chase people on an empty stomach, I suppose.
Exactly. Have you eaten anything? I just caught a few fish. If you want to, I can put them on the fire for you.
Sure, that sounds nice.
All right.
Yes,
He just
indeed.
he just hops off a bit. Right. Okay, this is going good. Um. Anyways, what do you all work together? Is this something like you usually travel together? Are you like friends?
Yes.
Yeah, we're friends. We worked together for the competition and just kind of stuck since.
We are
That's interesting.
probably not the most acquainted with each other, but I would consider us friends, yes.
All
Friendship
right.
is born fast in adversity.
Well said.
Come again.
We were attacked by a shark, so you become friends quickly after that, I think.
Attacked by a shark. How did you find yourself in that situation, if I may ask?
In the competition we spoke of, it was the final task, an underwater maze with a shark at the end.
Oh,
Honestly,
underwater.
really irresponsible on the city's part. When you really think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Ugh, it's not something nice. That sounds really mean. Just thinking about it. Anyways, and he just pours multiple cups of tea and just hands them out. Might I accompany you if you're also searching for step people? Just on the way there, it's better to travel with someone, I guess, than alone, usually. I won't do no trouble.
Sure. I mean, do you happen to have a horse?
He just like does the look around of just being like, obviously not.
Yeah, okay, that was
It's
a
just-
silly question. My apologies.
I can I'm a friend of walking though. I am a friend of walking. I've done hikes. I've walked for a long time. I can walk very well.
Your resume is pretty impressive. I'm just joshing. Yeah, sure. That's I'm fine with it. Everyone else?
I don't see a problem with it, though I am curious why you're searching for them, the winners in Jigow.
Oh, I had a sign from someone that I should be looking out for heroes, courageous people in the near future, and from everything I heard, I thought what I felt was that the ones passing by would be them. But seems as though I was looking for you people. If you were the winner ones, the courageous ones, the actual heroes, not the cheaters. I it's a different difficult story to explain, I guess. We can
By
do that
the way,
over
did you have a
some
vision?
time. Of sorts, yeah.
Enya like looks at him and then looks back at the party and then looks at him and then looks back at the party and seems to not know what to say for a second.
Well,
Is that something good, or don't you believe in visions?
Yeah, I mean, I believe is a, I don't know, but we had visions too. So this sounds, I mean, you had visions, we had visions. This seems like a heckin' good time for us all.
Perfect. Oh, splendid. Um, this is going marvelously. I thought I had actually lost my opportunity there, but it seems as though everything turned out for the better with you people. Right. I mean, I guess I can quickly pack and we can get off it, or do you want to stay rather? I don't know how long have you been traveling. You did mention you want to keep going quickly.
we've
I can
been
quickly
going.
pack up.
Yes, if you would not mind, we've been going only 4 hours or so. Probably less.
R-
Hard to keep track of time on horseback.
Right, right. Yeah, no, of course, of course. And he just quickly like grabs just important stuff, so he just swings across like this huge backpack on his back, takes out the fire and everything, leaves a few things behind, just quickly stands there like a schoolboy ready to go on a field trip. Right.
Love
On-
that.
Who am I allowed to ride with?
Are Does one of the horses look like it could fit 3 people?
Not really.
Uh,
They're looking pretty average, not bodybuilder horses, unfortunately.
I mean, I can. One of the things I can do is I can kind of, I mean, a little bit. I can kind of turn into a rat for a little while,
What?
like
Wait,
4 hours.
Wow. You want to stay in my pouch as he like, as he,
yeah.
Xenris is kind of, yeah, Xenris is dressed in like very, in like black with red outline, very baggy drapes, just pulled around him everywhere. So he just like pulls up like from his neck up just like this huge pouch where money sits in and a few snacks, as well as now a new rat. There's always space here.
Awesome. It looks a little weird, so I'm just gonna Enyo walks behind a tree.
Yes.
And
Make everyone turn around.
after a moment, a little rat walks out that looks a lot like his pet rat. And it's got a little Luxon pendant wrapped around its neck several times. And the rat walks over.
I just hold down my hand for you to crawl onto before I slowly and carefully, of course, lift you up. Right. I'll just quickly drop you here. Watch your head. And you just pop in. You can like look out of it just as though you were like on my pouch to see the view of the road.
I did not know he had that sort of magic in him.
Really?
No,
This is fascinating.
incredibly.
Can you do something like that?
No, not yet. That is a bit above my board still.
Okay. Are you all magic like him? Or is it just him?
Well, I am magic, however, mine is a bit more old-fashioned, and Corin taps the book, like, sort of slung over their shoulder on their hip. That's like on a strap, sort of attached to a satchel.
The book is magic.
Yes, and I'm slightly magic, but I kind of need this to practice anything.
Oh. So the book is more magic than you. So you learn from the book. Interesting. Alright. I'm
You
presuming
hear...
we're already like riding.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Xenris hears in his head, with Mara without moving her lips. So Xenris hears in his head, I also have some magic.
Holy shit. Who said that? And he just like looks left and right to him. I look at the rat and just go like, did you just whisper to me?
Yes, I did. Again, her mouth is completely shut.
The rat just stares at you as you speak, like doesn't respond.
You have all sorts of tricks. Oh my god, this is fascinating. I've never met so weird people in 20 minutes. Interesting. I like this. You seem like good people.
Okay.
And with that, he just like sits there with a jolly old smile on his face,
Sweeter.
still sipping some tea.
Alrighty. So for the next 4 hours, are you guys going to continue to just bolt as fast as you can?
Of course.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess I'll just go. I'll say for the sake of things, if you do ever want to do anything specific, absolutely say so, or I will just assume that you're doing kind of the same thing. I think it's easier than me checking every time. Just speak out, let me know. Alright.
Mhm.
So, you guys are zooming. I don't know how much familiarity each of you as characters have riding horses, but it's definitely, you're getting a lot of practice. I imagine there's like saddles, but like for one, so it's pretty, it's a weird kind of just scooching as close as you can with not, so you don't like slip off the back, and it is great while going incredible speeds. You have to hold on real tight sometimes, and it is just all kinds of uncomfortable. Any kind of rest that you get between just like sprints is a nice comfort. But yeah, you guys travel, I'll say, on your 7th hour of travel, so just getting kind of towards the end of Enio's rat spell.
It will last 4 hours.
Yeah. Mara, Corin, and Lyra.
Yes.
You guys notice what seems like in the distance, maybe 60 feet away or so from the road. This time on the left-hand side, there is what seems like a very thin column of black smoke.
Does it look like campfire kind of smoke? Or...
It's tricky to tell. You're still at quite a distance. Best you can see, there is like a pile of like black at the bottom of it. It might be like a burnt out campfire. It doesn't seem like it's lit at the moment. There's no like light that you can see coming off of it.
Do we see evidence of carts having passed?
It's you don't really see. I mean, obviously there's a road very close, but it doesn't seem like any carts have gone off towards that. There is like trampled grass, but it doesn't seem necessarily in like two wheels parallel all the way out there kind of thing. It just seems like various amounts of trampled grass that kind of leads its way out there. And around this, like, I'm assuming you guys are kind of getting closer to it without leaving the road. There is like some trampled grass kind of surrounding this thing.
Are we seeing something? As I'm trying to to poke my head from behind the person in front of me.
It
It looks like there was a campfire recently.
Yes, what Lyra had.
And that is a good thing? Yes?
Well, we might be close to the people we're searching for.
Oh, I mean, you're gonna ask them to just give back what they took, right?
Of course.
Okay.
And if they don't, then we might have problems.
Something kneecaps.
I mean, yeah, we need to talk some more with them. Some sense. Maybe have some tea, something just to calm the situation.
I'm curious. We should attempt parley before anything else with them. Yes, I believe that would be wise.
I think so too. What is that fancy word? Can you say that again?
Parley?
Pate?
Parley.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Lyra.
Looking over real quick over the area where the campfire was.
Mm-hmm.
Are there remnants of tents, any food scraps, anything, or is it just
Give me a perception or investigation check. I'll say, Lyra,
I
you've
will
already
take-
noticed this because your passive perception is high enough.
I will take
Okay.
investigation.
Okay. Both of you notice this. As you've kind of gotten to the closest point on the road that you can get to this thing, it looks more like an animal than it did back then, like earlier. It looks now like it is quite a large, dark creature that is emanating wisps of smoke.
Is it asleep or is it dead?
It doesn't seem moving, but it's hard to tell. You can make out that it is quadrupedal, and it seems to have large kind of wings tucked back.
Can I roll a history or
You can give
animal
me
handling check to see if I know what
Arcana
it
or
is?
Religion, if you'd like.
Ooh.
As can Corin, who
Can I
also
guide them on
notices,
this?
or anyone else who gets it pointed out to, you can guide them.
Nice.
What does guide
I
do?
just, the moment I see them all focusing, I just pass around like that, still that flask filled with warm tea around, just saying like, you need to calm the nerves. It helps to be focused.
So what does
And
guide do for me?
It gives you a D4 on your skill check.
Oh, okay. So that's
Great.
16, and then... Okay, so non-natural 20.
Nice.
hey, that's pretty good.
Jeepers.
Well, that's
Alright.
what happens when you take expertise in Arcana. By the way, let me know if that's not kosher.
That's very kosher.
Forgot to say. Okay.
Oh my. Okay. Both of you get this. Funnily enough. Your incredible rolls. You both identify this creature as a Gloomstalker.
Oh.
Which are large creatures that originate from the Shadowfell. They're nasty. They're usually very territorial, very aggressive. They fly around in like packs. And what's kind of odd is that they're usually very cloaked in the smoke that they kind of give off. So the one that's resting here is either asleep or otherwise some other form of unconscious.
Can I roll an animal handling check to figure out what?
I'd say you could do a medicine check, maybe if you got a little bit closer, but at this distance it's kind of hard to make out.
I'll go a little closer then.
Okay, so it's
Cautiously.
it's like 40 feet away from the road, so you can get however close you'd
Guidance.
like.
Close enough.
Okay, you kind of just begin to... Are you being stealthy as you approach, or...?
Yes. Did I roll
Yeah.
stealth as well?
Yeah.
Alright. That is also a +3. Well, at least the stealth roll was alright. Here's the guidance for that 7. Well, that's a solid 9.
So a 9 and a 14. Is anyone else going with, or is it just Lyra?
I'm going with, since I'm just like behind him with that flask for a moment. Just being like, wait, forgot to drink up. So stealth, you said, right?
Yeah, so it's a stealth, and if you want to be inspecting the creature, it is a medicine check to see what its current status is.
So stealth with disadvantage. Sorry there.
Oh no. You're jingling.
Fuck. That was a natural 20 and an 8. Okay, so it's an 11 in total. On this stealth. And as I get closer, I would like to just detect something. I'd like to do an investigation based on if it's either, if I can tell if it's Fae or a fiend.
I believe that's a great question. I'll look it up.
Because of a feature that allows me to do that with advantage.
Absolutely.
I'd say.
It is not. It is a monstrosity. So unfortunately, that ability doesn't apply. But good looking out.
Okay. I just like give it the stink eye of just being like that. Isn't? Should we really get close to it?
And Cord is like very hesitantly just trying to warn you two as you're walking towards it. Just where there is one of these things, there are usually more. Be careful.
More. I just put away the flask of tea right now and just go like, this isn't the moment for tea.
Oh shit.
Oh. Where would you suppose might the rest be if this one's just laying out in the open?
I don't know. These things are... They're not native to... Xhorhas is home to many strange and fantastical beasts. That is not normally one of them. perhaps it wandered here on its own, but if we wake it, it's not going to be a pleasant. We're going to have to put it down, essentially.
All right. So this is maybe a little bold, but
I will say, before you do
this
anything
is
crazy, you got enough to notice that this creature does have a spear embedded under like its front leg.
all right. So this is gonna sound real crazy, but hear me out. It's a pack creature, right? But it seems to be using a pack, and we happen to be missing more things we can ride.
Oh goodness.
I think I
Now,
could technically
now
heal
hear
it.
me out. What if we befriend this creature and then we can have a real cool smoke billowing buddy to ride into combat against those thieving to intercept the thieving foes, not combat them.
I mean, well, maybe.
Squeak, squeak.
So
I mean,
true.
I could nurse it to. Seems like it's hurt. I could nurse it to health, but if you guys can protect, like, make it calm down.
We can try handling it. You know, feel like it's worth giving a shot, and worst case scenario, it's already not in the best of shape. And I mean, if we just left it, it could go on to be a real problem for some people who can't take care of it. You know.
That's fair.
Who wants to approach the beast?
Fortune favors the bold.
I could do it. I'm not the best at it, but I could.
So Zenris and Lyra are gonna close the distance. You're about 20 feet away from it.
Sure.
As you do that, nothing happens. The beast lays still, and nothing changes. You do see, though, at this distance, there are arrows, like, buried deep into it.
So is it, like, dead or just super wounded?
I try to... I like, pick up a leaf and just slowly press it upon, like, the forehead of that creature and just... Like, please don't get mad. And I cast Spare the Dying to see if that will help in any way.
Okay. You like go up to its head and it is hideous. It is just like teeth and it
just
has
built
like
different.
gore all over its face.
You just see him like...
It's like one of its eyes is like partially open.
You're doing great.
It seems very unmoving. Lyra, you also notice that on the like underside of this creature, there is what looks like a char, and you smell what sounds like it smells like burnt fur. This thing seems like it has been through a fair bit recently. But you do conclude that in its current state, it's pretty safe to conclude that it is dead.
Aw. Well, that's too bad.
Well, I mean, Yeah.
Well,
It did.
in that case, is there anything that I could maybe remove from it? Like if it makes lots of smoke and stuff, are there organs that make the smoke? Magical organs?
I would say, I think with both your success and Corin's success, I think you might collectively know that um, how am I justifying how it does that? I feel like it's perhaps more of just a side effect of being a creature from like it draws some kind of magical essence from just being in the Shadowfell and being a creature of just darkness and gloom. I feel like there isn't
But is there any
smoke
particular
gland.
like Shadowfelly bits of it that could maybe be eventually repurposed?
I'd say
It
you
seems
could try
like
and maybe scavenge the hide or something, because that seems like where the smoke kind of apparates around. You're not entirely sure if that would 100% work, but I mean, it's worth a shot. You have, albeit horses that are a little bit strained, you could definitely get something.
I will roll a survival check, because I feel like that's the skinning check.
Yeah. Totally. Well,
I will burn my fate points to make that a 15.
Totally.
Because I want that hide.
In like I'll say maybe it takes you 15 minutes or so to like get a nice big chunk separated off from the body. It's strange as you're doing so. It feels almost like there is this like rapid like decomposition of the body. Like it seems like it is getting squishy. And it has, instead of like blood, it has this like blackish ichor that kind of runs underneath where you're like cutting through.
You should probably put that in vials too.
Yeah, Xenris is just very much like not about that. He's just
just being like, "Are you done?"
Look, you're all gonna be real happy when I'm creating like concealing devices with this later.
And skinny jeans.
Sure, yeah, definitely.
I'll say also Corin, because you aren't particularly busy with anything at the moment, you notice that there is in the grass that's kind of been trampled down, there's a vague, what looks like maybe footprints in the kind of trampled grass that lead up to a small like withered tree on top of like a very small hill in the like wasteland.
Alright. Corn probably hop off the horse finally and sort of just look down at the footprints and just up to the tree that they lead up to. Just sort of turn, I guess, because the rest of them, Annie was a rat, and the other two are messing with the beast. Would kind of, Mara, would you mind coming with me for a moment? I believe there might be something this way worth taking a peek at.
Get on.
Then head up the hill to that withered tree.
Yeehaw. Okay. You kind of, the grass is kind of dry, and you're walking through it with a teensy little crunch. But you make your way up there. It seems to be maybe a site where two trees used to be, but one of them is just a stump now. And it seems like while there isn't a fire. There is like just signs of people have been here. There is like a little bit of like bone from some food or something that has been just kind of discarded. But resting on the stump, there is a very small silver ring, and it has a little embedded sapphire on the top.
Sort of just survey the area, then look at the ring, pick it up. Does anything happen?
Feels like a ring.
Okay. Well, whoever was here, they're probably the ones who dealt with that thing, I would assume. Sort of nodding back down the hill towards dead creature.
Do you find anything up there? As I like still have my back towards like the beast a bit, just poking my head over my shoulder.
Discord died. Maybe.
A ring of some kind. But
Ooh. Is it like? I'll just quickly in that moment just may I just have a look at it for a moment to see if maybe some properties on it. I mean, no one. Maybe you can sell it. If it's special.
I can take a look at it myself, but perhaps
Sure.
that might sound rude. Give me a
No.
minute, and Corin will set it back down on the stump and start referencing their book and go through the process of casting Identify.
Alright. Are you casting it as a ritual or just as the normal spell?
That's the fun thing. I will cast it as a ritual, but it still only takes 1 minute because Order of Scribes stuff.
So you just get to speed drawing out the incantation.
These one. It's somewhere in there. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
But if I could real quick, just like some slight description of how Corn goes through the spell. They like reference the book several times, and then they pull out from under like their shirt. They've got this pearl tucked in underneath that they sort of rub along the ring, and it just looks like it gathers magical energy of some kind, like it starts to glow, and then they hold it like to their forehead whenever they finish the casting.
All that magical energy is absorbed. The ring is not magical.
Alright.
Wow. All that for nothing.
But it looked cool.
That's a great trick.
Sometimes things are duds, but it's a nice ring.
It is. You want to keep it?
I'll hold on to it for now. We can always pawn it for party funds, as it were.
Interesting. Maybe we can buy a new horse with that.
So about the spear that was inside the pile of goo that is formerly known as a Gloomstalker. Is it at all familiar looking? Like, does it look like this was a beast slain by our eternal foes? I mean, rivals.
Does it look like primitive?
I mean, it seems like Lyra isn't too afraid to get her hands dirty. Inspecting the spear, you give it a little bit of a yank, and sure enough, the head of the spear is a hooked harpoon barb, which is not too dissimilar from what Ayyy used when fighting that shark.
And we're on the right track.
You can tell by a spear. That's pretty impressive. So,
Well,
mm,
at the very least, we can keep the spear if it's at all salvageable.
Yeah, it seems to work as a spear. Still pointy.
um, can I like walk around to see if there's any? Like, I'm walking around looking for any footprints, like prints of hooves, or maybe cart like tracks, just to see something that led off from this scene.
It seems like there's nothing apart from the kind of footprints that lead out here. It seems like nothing would indicate anyone has left this road. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with the road.
All right.
It's very
Yeah.
random with cart tracks.
Bollocks. Right. Should we burn the thing? The Gloomstalker, I think you called it. Or just leave it.
I believe it is taking care of itself. Korn says, sort of noticing the fast decomposition that was happening to itself, or it, rather.
Ugh. Yeah. It's not natural. Not at all. Right. I guess we can jog on then.
Okay, back to the horses.
The horses, indeed.
So Korn is definitely a little pensive, but is just like running through theories on their head on why the hell this thing would be here. But doesn't say anything out loud.
Okie doke. With that, you get on your horses and ride for another 40 or so minutes before Ennio. Time is getting a little
Yeah,
close.
Ennio has a pretty darn good sense of time at this point, and I think that Xenris just feels the rat's weight disappear off his shoulder, and Ennio just appears on the ground with an oof, as if he just fell off Xenris's shoulder.
Did I help you?
No, I was changing back, so didn't want to be on your shoulder and on the horse.
I like that you just jumped off of a high-speed horse chase.
Yeah. Oof. That hurt a little bit. Golly.
Let me help you get up.
Thanks.
I just reach out my hand.
I reach as well. Okay. So I can't do that again. But hopefully we made some good progress.
I mean, we're still not where you guys wanted to be, right? So I think we still have some bit to go. I can walk. It's not a problem. I'll just do some jogging as I just run in place. I'm good at that, I think.
Okay. I mean, we can also just go a little slower for now and go faster again tomorrow.
That is true.
That could also be very appreciated.
Give the horse a cool down period.
It's possible that they are slowing down for the night anyways. I mean,
Yeah, we have been going a while.
We still have light, but it should be stopping soon.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we can camp out for the night.
That's not what I meant. I mean, we just keep going and we find them whenever they camp.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I was also kind of thinking of stepping. No, but we can definitely keep going. This is nothing.
Just as long as you don't push ourselves too much.
Oh yeah,
Don't
I mean,
worry.
Sitting around for 4 hours really pushes me. I'm on your shoulder. I wasn't really riding.
All right. So I guess we keep going for a while then.
Okay, and are you choosing
Sure.
to go at like a slow pace to let Xhorhas kind of keep pace, or?
No, we
That
leave
would
him in
be
the dust.
appreciated.
Yeah,
Aw.
we probably don't need
Not
to
really.
rush too much if they're hopefully going to camp.
Okay, so you're just persisting. The horses are getting pretty tired. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, you guys can keep a moderate kind of pace. It's at least better than walking. At least for most. But yeah, okay.
Great.
So I would say, I don't know, maybe estimates you guys might have left at 7 o'clock. And it is your 8th hour. Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's about 3 o'clock. And I'm gonna grab a random number. I'm gonna say sunset is 6:30 because it's maybe winter or something. That sounds about right. So yeah, you guys can kind of continue at this kind of slower pace for another 3 hours or so until sunset, or if you want further, I would say you'd at least need to take some kind of rest to let the horses kind of cool down, but you're welcome to continue into the night if that's the plan. But what do we reckon?
Uh, whatever you think is better. Whatever the group thinks is better.
Well, I mean, I will say Ayy's group, as far as we know, doesn't have any idea that we're chasing after him. So there is that, and if they're in carts and stuff, then we'll be going probably faster than their carts will go, just
Mhm.
by virtue of being on horses. So we've got at least, almost 2 weeks before we get to Bazazan. So probably not in that much of a hurry to catch up with them right this second, because we'll pull ahead of them eventually.
Right. Yeah. So maybe we could make camp at around sunset.
That is fine. Sure. Let's do
Just
that.
just so long that we still have the light, you know. Right.
Push a bit further.
Okey-doke.
Mm-hmm.
You guys keep on
Yes.
riding. It keeps getting slightly darker as the afternoon continues, but get you going. It seems like, for those of you who might not be super familiar, the weather kind of surrounding more so the capital, but also the surrounding areas, kind of anywhere that the Penumbra Range kind of is directly next to, there is a general kind of cloudiness that kind of just lurks. I'd say it would be fairly common knowledge to anyone from Xhorhas. They would know that Rosanna it's dark. It stays dark there. It means that Drow are far more kind of comfortable. So there is magical darkness that kind of just not like level 2 spell magical darkness, but like there is a magical influence that kind of keeps it as a nighttime kind of region, at least in the kind of immediate proximity. But what that does consequentially is the nearby area is very cloudy, and it seems like that kind of weather, the further you head south, it's noticeable. So yeah, you guys continue to ride on with Xhorhas kind of keeping pace. So Xhorhas, can you make me just an athletics check, or a constitution check, whichever you prefer.
I'll just stay with athletics.
Sounds good.
That's an unnatural 20.
Clean.
Love to
So
see it.
I'm up there.
Yeah, you haven't even broken a sweat. You are keeping up,
Oh
and
my
'cause
God.
you're used to just making your way around. You're
Yeah,
doing
I mean,
great. You see
yeah.
the horses kind of getting tired, and you're like, these guys haven't done this before.
Ooh. Maybe I should slow down a bit.
Yeah. Let the horses keep pace with you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I just keep talking. By the way, and during the whole thing, I'm just like, so where are you all from? How did you guys meet? Is it just for this adventure you're on right now? How old are you all? You seem pretty old. You seem way too young to be here. Just all of those questions is dilly-dallying off.
Does anyone want to answer one of those questions? Or can
I mean,
everyone
one
answer just
specific one would be to Enios and his arms. Why are your arms wrapped in cloth or bandages?
Well, I mean, they look really cool, don't they? I didn't
I
have
mean,
gloves
they
at
do.
the time. And if you just wrap your hands, it doesn't stay on super well. And so you kind of have to wrap up to your whole forearm here. And he like raises his sleeve a little bit in order to get it to like stay on, because like you can tie it up here under your sleeve and no one will see that it's tied. But I don't really know how like pugilists, do it. So, and it's clearly like not well wrapped. It just kind of like looks covered. But yeah, no, that's just looks cool. Is that dumb? Maybe that's dumb. Maybe that's
no,
not
not at all. I mean, it's just curious since I don't usually see people do that. I'm trying to incite him, see if he's bullshitting, just to get a feel.
Yeah.
What's the feel?
Okay.
What's your insight?
It's 18.
18.
18. It seems entirely genuine.
Okay, cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it really does look pretty cool. Maybe I should maybe get myself new clothes at some point, but I don't know exactly where one buys them. These are getting kind of stinky and broken as he just like pulls around his like drapes that are literally just like oversized curtains wrapped around him, if you want to call it that. It's just not something you should be wearing. It's a fashion faux pas. What about you? How did you and that book come together?
Oh, that is a bit more of a story, but
We got time.
we do. It's a remnant of my teacher from the
Ooh.
Broken Vale Marsh. Sorry, I grew
Oh,
up
does he
around
have a
there.
new
And,
student?
Hmm?
Does he have a new student, or why
Uh,
aren't you with him?
Unfortunately, he is no longer upon this plane. But
My bad.
oh no, it's
That's not
nothing.
nice.
It was about a year ago. The wound is not quite as fresh anymore.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but usually people go to better places afterwards, especially if people hold them dear to their heart, as you do.
That is what I've tried to tell myself.
Come back here again. So I mean, sometimes.
They come back.
Well, yeah. And Neil looks excited and says, do you not know about the Luxon?
Not really. I mean, no, wait. I think I've heard of that. Aren't those like those people who just worship that crystal? Just real weirdos. Sorry, didn't mean to insult anyone.
And
It's weird. They
with a fairly like distinctive dodecahedron pendant, openly worn, just like looks at you.
I don't get it. I mean, I don't know much about it. I don't know much about most religions, just that they seem really weird mostly compared to others, since it's like a stone they worship. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not like gods are I mean, it's not like they're
Gotcha,
people,
yeah.
people, they don't have to like have 2 arms, 2 legs. And I guess it is kind of weird, maybe. And you
It's
kicks
But
more
weird
of-
doesn't mean bad. But weird doesn't mean bad, you know? I'm weird. You guys are weird. But it's a good thing sometimes.
Inyo
I
kicking
take
rock
offense
from
to that.
Oculus
I'm
Rift.
unusual.
Sure you are. Well, unusual is also just like weird. It's just like a blob of something wandering around trying to figure stuff out. Everything is weird if you think about it. And he just keeps on ranting about weird stuff, just how everything is weird, but that is good. Do you, as I look at Lyra, can you do magic as well? Like that
Goodness, no.
flinging of stuff? Oh.
Never. I prefer a more direct method of solution.
I mean, I rarely do it, but I can say that I do so too. As you see, he has like a whip to his side and a scimitar right beneath that. But I'm not that good with it. I'm still very much self-taught, if you want to call it that. Are you self-taught as well?
Self-studied at least.
Can one did you read about it in books before you trained, or how does one study it?
They weren't
Fighting.
books, but almost think like a scroll, but not. Schematic.
Huh. I don't know what that is, schematics, but
Think of it like
sounds cool.
instructions that you draw.
You just see he's like trying to figure it out, and he's just like,
It's like a
sure.
map to doing something, but not a location.
Now you lost me.
Inyo holds up his hands, and minor illusions a picture, a piece of like it looks like a piece of parchment with a stick figure drawn on it, and the stick figure is like throwing a punch, and then it quickly shifts
Oh.
a stick figure throwing a different punch.
like an IKEA manual
Oh.
sort of stick figure.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Oh.
I think like this probably.
Corin
Something
pitches
like
in
that.
the
Makes sense.
minor illusion to help with that.
We
I'm
could
not-
have our little illusions fight each other. That could be a fun game.
Fun on the road.
Oh, this is
That's a good
great.
plan.
Wait a minute. Ennio holds out his hands, and minor illusions half a chessboard.
God.
Oh my god! I've never thought of using this spell for games before.
Dragon chess.
Oh,
What about mage chess?
great.
Yeah, mages.
Oh,
It's chess.
Oh my god.
I just like look at it really excited, but I'm just like, what is this?
I think something for perhaps when we camp. Maybe not on the road
Okay.
itself, but it's.
I mean, we could camp now.
Yeah, this
He just
conversation
has
is
like that
taking
little
Be a
place
kid.
bad idea.
anywhere over the 3 hours, so it could be at the very end, kind of as the sun is going down, if you'd like.
Yeah. By the way, where are you guys from? Like I've seen a lot of places. Rosanna is a big place, for example. But where in Xhorhas are you from? You don't seem like this people from the same kind of place. I
That's
think
the
you
trick.
said you're.
I'm not from Xhorhas.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, huh?
I'm from
You
Rexentrum.
mean where's that?
You're all the way from Rexentrum? Wow. I don't know
It's-
exactly
where's
where
that?
that
it's
is, but I have
west.
like a rough idea.
Pretty far west.
You mean like near the mountains?
Past the mountains.
You've been
And then a good way.
past the mountains. Can we go there sometime?
I mean, maybe.
There.
Hmm?
Rex,
I just
yeah,
like Ed,
just go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
no Ed hearing that like I'm just like, is it not a good place to go to?
It's not great for a lot of people, which is why it needs change.
Well, we could go there and talk about change.
No, if you try talking about change in Rexentrum, they throw you in jail.
What's
Wow.
jail? What's a jail?
It is a place where you are put
It's
behind bars for an extended period of time.
It's
You know,
very
you were right. You
unpleasant.
are kind of weird.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Why is that?
Sorry.
I don't know. I think that's.
You're naive.
Huh.
You're naive.
No, I wouldn't think so. I think
How old are
people
you?
people have said I'm uneducated,
Ah,
but
I see.
I mean, it's what different people have different opinions here. No one seems to hate it for that. Rosanna or Xhorhas in general. I mean, we're all different people. You seem to be you seem to be human. I think you're a drow.
Yeah, I mean, I contain multitudes. But yeah, fair enough. You're right. Anyway, that's where
Yeah.
I'm from. I'm from Rosona. He tries to roll the R in Rosona, and he can't.
Rosana.
So he sounds the Rosona. I've never been any good at it.
I did not, by the way, Corin, that's me. Lyra, I did not mean to steal your thunder on the prison thing if you had more to say on it.
Oh no, it's just prisons in the Empire are very unpleasant for a
Have you
lot of
been to one?
people.
I was picking up that Lyra
I've
had maybe
helped.
been to one, so I was trying to steer
I've
away.
helped
from the subject,
someone get out of one.
Oh, okay. That's less bad then.
It sounds kind of cool. Can we do that sometime?
Maybe.
Cool.
Maybe.
Real quick question. Sorry for the party.
Mhm.
What's everybody's passive insight?
Pretty high, 15.
13.
14.
11.
Okay. I would say maybe Mara and Zenris.
Mhm.
Whatever Lyra had first mentioned Rexentrum, there was some sort of a reaction from Corin. And especially as the conversation has continued about stuff with the Empire, there's something there. There's a thing. I don't know if that's fair to say, but I don't know.
I think
Just something I wanted to throw in there.
Mara will pick up on that, and as the conversation goes on, we'll just say, I'm 110.
What? Huh?
Wow, you're only 110?
I am in my first life.
There's multiple lives?
Oh, friend, have I got... like I said, I contain multitudes. Enya pulls out a book.
Oh no.
Oh.
When we rest, I'll explain everything.
Back
Don't
to
worry.
Vader's trap pamphlet.
There are, yes.
is this a normal thing? I'm already part of a belief, but thank you anyways.
What belief?
But no, thank you.
Well, what god do you
Well,
follow?
she's not really a god. She's better than most. Have you heard of Zalikas?
Have I?
Give me a religion.
Gesundheit?
Yeah.
I'll write it in the chat. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll go ahead and use my anamnesis on that as well.
Fuck it. Yeah, sure.
Damn, you all know
Check
some-
my
you know
past
some religion.
memories.
You know, she is just like she's just like me in a way, but or better said, I'm more like her. We're both trying to do good. She's been on this plane since the calamity. She's an angel, beautiful maiden, and she helps everyone, no matter where you're from. She just doesn't want anything bad to happen to the people who are from here ever again.
Guess that
So,
sounds
yeah.
all
Yeah, those
Yeah.
of you who, I mean, all of you did really well. You know that Zelikas is kind of like the right hand woman to the Arcot, and she was part of the Calamity and had a big part in, you know, just generally throwing down and getting down to business. But she was like seriously wounded. One of her wings, I believe, was very damaged, and she was also blinded. But yeah, followers of Zelikas typically, their kind of main motive is to look for information kind of that comes up around the Calamity and making sure it doesn't end in anything equal to or worse than the Calamity. They kind of see that as the worst outcome that could ever be, and that the world is not ready for another one. So they do whatever they can to kind of prevent a calamity.
Interesting. Oh, neat.
Yeah. And
Wild that you know her and not the Lexan, but you know, I guess you do you.
I grew up with her, in a sense. Not like with a friend or, you know, whoever. It was just what we were taught.
Yeah.
Mostly her. Actually, only about her. You know, normal stuff.
Yeah, normal stuff. Well.
So where's the rest of you from?
I'm also from Roshana.
Oh.
They can do the R, but I kicks rocks.
I mean, I've been there maybe 3 times. That's a big city. Lots of things going on.
Just put the tongue against the top of your mouth like you're trying to purr like a cat, and you.
My tongue won't do it. It's okay.
You can do it.
Fair enough.
I'm used to it.
But
yeah.
Nothing. I was just going to say, like I mentioned, I am kind of from the Broken Bell Marsh, but I would more say a serious more than anything.
Right.
I worked as a teacher for a good while, but
oh,
we're here.
A teacher,
ironically. Hey, yes, I taught Undercommon to folks who wanted to learn it. I
Interesting.
might actually be able to teach some of you if you would wish.
I'd love.
see.
What is undercommon?
Perhaps they use a different name in Rossona now, but it's more of the language that it was primarily spoken in the Underdark, but it has become a bit more of a figment of not figment, wrong word, facet of Drow society above ground, I suppose.
When hearing Underdark, Zenris kind of gives you like a weird look. Why would you want to teach people about a language spoken in such a vile place?
Well, it's less of I don't know. It's just something that whenever most Drow first came up, it was what they naturally spoke.
Huh.
Forgive me if I am overstepping or am not interpreting correctly, but that is what I was taught as I was learning it, so that is the way I tried to teach it. Just because it came from a bad place does not mean it has to be forgotten.
I guess that, yeah, that's true. I apologize. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, you're fine.
Oh, is anyone still up for tea? I can make some on the way. While we set up camp.
Yeah, I've assumed you guys are now kind of arrived at. I imagine there's a hill or something you can kind of tuck up against, or if you're looking for any specific kind of terrain, you're welcome to try and find something of the sort. You've traveled for a little bit, so I'll say you've had a fair amount of chance to kind of spot anything in particular if you're looking for it.
Yeah. Well, does anyone of you know anything about, since you're all magic, about blood magic?
Does any of us know about magic? Is that what you asked?
No, blood magic.
Blood magic?
Yeah,
I mean,
you poke your finger and you just use what comes out. Usually blood.
I mean, I've not like studied it and stuff, but I have some books with me I could look. What about it?
Lend me one of them. I won't run off.
Well, you don't speak Undercommon, so that would maybe be a problem. But still, I mean, I know a little. Yeah, if that's.
Well, yeah, that could definitely help.
I'm happy to help. Just let me know what you need to know, and I'll do my best to tell you if I know it.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. No, it's just I had some problems with such things, so just knowing as much as I can about it will make a few things easier. Information. Huh?
Do you practice blood magic?
I wouldn't say I practice it. It's not something I know a few things about it. I've trained with someone who taught me a bit about it, but I don't openly practice it the same way maybe some clerical men do, or women, or whoever.
I see.
Sure.
I've heard of it, but never read too much into it.
Yeah, no, of course. I will say it's not something I did willingly. It's It's weird. It's not the good kind of weird. It's the weird kind of weird.
Right. Oh, all right.
Yep.
And I guess I never actually was clear. Not to take away, but are we setting up camp? Are we gonna like because we should probably.
I'm already starting the tea. I mean, we could, as Henry is already like building up like a fire and putting water on. I mean, I don't know about you, but I was assuming we were stopping.
Yes, we should probably stop.
We could call it a prolonged pee break.
Yeah. Alrighty, cool.
Okay, in terms of
All right.
location, are you guys going particularly far from the road? Are you trying to get any kind of cover? Are you on a
Could we
hill?
stay near the water, maybe? I asked the others, assuming that we're
I don't
somewhere
mind.
near the fallen river.
Yeah, I'm saying for the sake of my Exandria, take that, Matt. The Eiffelon is kind of vaguely tangential. Tangential? No, parallel. To the way you're going.
Yeah, I mean we can do that. That sounds fine to me. I'm not
Yeah.
really a rugged survivalist.
As long as we're not down on the riverbank itself, we should be fine.
Oh, definitely. No, of course. Just very much more peaceful, I think, near the river. Right. Does everyone have a tent? Or, I mean, I could. I am open to share, but I am a very I don't know, space-taking sleeper, if you want to call it that.
I'm okay, but thanks. Enyo like walks over to like a nearby tree or shrub and just like sits with his back against it.
It's very comfy.
That must be uncomfortable. Do you want a pillow?
I'm just sitting. No, I'm all right. I'm just gonna sit for a while.
All right.
Drow don't need as much sleep as a lot of other folks do, and it's not really sleep, but
All right. Sure. All right. I would say let's just build up camp. I could go fishing afterwards to make, supper. If does everyone here actually eat fish?
I'll eat anything. So sure.
Perfect.
Yes.
Just so long as someone doesn't like me. I have people who just ate nothing but bugs, which was interesting. Really weird. You need to really clean your teeth afterwards. That they stick everywhere, like the little antlers and stuff. Sorry, I'm going off on a rant. And he just like starts preparing his tent.
nice. I think while people are preparing stuff for camp, Enyo pulls out his journal and sets his rat down on his knee and just like mutters to himself, reading from his journal, and then talks to his rat.
Nice. Very sweet.
Wholesome.
Any other bedtime stuff that you guys want to get done, or?
I will go to the river later on, not just for fishing, but in the meantime, like as I want to settle in, I'll just go there to get some guidance on some thoughts.
Sweet.
So I get there, just take off like my boots and stuff, pull up like the pants to the knees, just step in the water for a moment, and just I'm guessing it's getting darker at this moment, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just take a moment, sort of feel And I just try to think of the question, is this the right way? And just sort of try to put my energy out there to make a religion roll to see if I can come in contact with anything to answer my question, my call. So, oh, prayers, nice. There's advantage. That was dope. So that's an 19 plus. Oh wait, did I put in disadvantage? Yeah, it's a 19 plus 3, so yeah,
Okay.
22.
You get into your zen and stand out in the water and close your eyes and just breathe, and it's very calming. It's not anything as close to like what you experienced yesterday. But you don't feel like there's any kind of opposal to what you're doing. There's no God shouting at you to stop. But it doesn't seem like there's any very strong affirmation either. But it's calm.
He sighs for a moment, yeah, and just goes like, maybe next time. And just dries himself off as he gets out. And yeah, slowly makes his way back.
Okie doke. The rest of you guys, Inio's reading a little story to the rat. Unless there's anything else.
No.
Corin's just gonna be scribbling in their journal.
Okie doke. Okay. Are you guys intending to do watches? If so, who's staying up when?
Deep sleeper, not the one.
We probably should. I can take first watch. I can take first and last watch if somebody wants to do the middle. If 2 other people want to do the middle.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. So, Corin, Mara, Corin. Does anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. People are welcome to accompany other people on their things as well, as long as you're getting as much sleep as your characters need.
I think my character might need the most sleep out of anyone here.
Okey doke.
Might just.
Well, okay, first check. Corin, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, good. Distracted. A lot of things have happened today.
Yeah, you've got a very
focused more on writing.
Now. Okay, doke. Your shift goes past uneventful. You are just chilling out. Before you know it, it is time to wake Mara up.
Just go over, gently stir Mara, be like, I did not say anything. I believe it is your turn.
Mara says in Undercommon, thank you.
Replies in Undercommon, you're welcome.
Are they speaking
Fluent is
gibberish?
What was that?
Yeah, I'll sit down and just look out.
Go ahead and give me 2 perception checks over your 2 shifts.
Okay.
Eagle eyes. Yeah. Okay. You guys notice in the sky, Ruidus is still pretty full. I think it was a full moon the night before the festival, so it's just kind of, I don't know my moon terminology. It's almost full, but it's getting less. So it's there. But it's kind of pretty in its own way. Against the just stark white regular moon, Kappa. But in terms of any kind of movement or action, there's kind of just the sound of bugs. Nothing major. The occasional bird, but seemingly it is uneventful. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Is there anything else you'd like to do over your night watch, or are you good to wake Corin up for the last one?
Yeah, I'll wake Corin up for the last watch. Yeah.
Uneventful?
Entirely.
That is comforting. And Corn will just get up. That will technically be my long rest, because elves and shit.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and give me your last perception check for the rest of the night.
Okay. 12.
Okey-doke.
And before pushing on to morning, I do have something I wanted to try to do during this.
Absolutely.
Depending on... It's been 6 hours to like the start of my watch, right? If we're going in batches of 2.
Correct. By the end of your shift, it has been 6 hours since you finished your shift. If that makes sense.
So... Enio should be full rested already, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Ennio, the entire time, has seemed the same, resting and not resting, just laying against the tree with his book open in front of him.
Oh, that reminds me. Mara trances in kind of a similar way of just like sitting cross-legged and staring directly ahead.
Okay. A very weirdly sleeping party. Xeno starfishes.
Corin definitely just looks like he's sleeping, but trances. He just lies down like a normal person. But I don't know. But Corin's gonna sort of go over to where Ennio was resting up against the tree, and is he awake? Or
Ennio looks up as you approach, yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
Did your rest find you well?
Yeah, I mean, same as always.
That's good. Would you mind coming and sit to watch with me? Make sure everything's shaped.
Yeah, fine with me. Ennio stands up and cracks his arms and then moves over to where Corin is sitting for watch.
Sorry, I need a second to collect thoughts, but there's a thing.
Alright, you're fine.
Okay. You know, Ennio, are you I know you've mentioned Rossona a few times. What was it like growing up there?
I mean, it was all right. I mean, not a whole lot to speak of. My family's not very big, and I wasn't really the most popular kid. I mean, I was in like the choir and stuff, but I don't know. It was dark, and Neil like shrugs and says, "I don't really know what you're meaning to ask, but it was fine, I guess."
I,
Why do you ask?
I'm just curious, more curious about the city itself. If you could tell me about it, or perhaps something else. I don't know. I'm just
Oh,
curious.
yeah. Don't mind. Pay no attention. Yeah. Ennio gives a 12 history description of Rossona and Rossonan life. It's not inaccurate or untrue.
It's just patchy.
I think it's clearly it's a weird mixture of descriptions of places that have been landmarks and famous things for a long time, like touristy stuff, but
Hmm.
it's stuff that he's describing as if he's been there, to with a fair, he doesn't say anything inaccurate. It's just mostly focused on big stuff than day-to-day life stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I mean, it is a big city. I suppose the big place is going to be big. I don't suppose you have ever been in a place like Asterius. It's a bit more of a bestial city.
I mean, I've been to Asarius, but not like a lot. It is the city of beasts, though, so you know that doesn't surprise me. uh, what you said, you were a teacher. What kind of people did you teach in Asarius? Is there I know there's a lot of soldiers and stuff there, or did you teach at a school or
It's not.
private tutoring?
It was sort of a school attached to a library of sorts, I suppose, would be the best way I can define it. I did
Oh,
tutoring for anybody who wanted to learn Undercommon. Kids, adults.
I see. What do you mean by it was kind of a library?
I mean, there's it's a library attached to a school, as it were. It's less of its own building and more of just a library dedicated to it.
I
Not
see.
dedicated to it, but it's hard to describe. Um,
Fair enough.
may I speak
Uh,
frankly, Enio?
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Are you not concerned about heading south?
Ennio looks confused. What? Why would I be concerned about heading south? I don't.
I don't know. Just
Well, it's. I mean, I have no reason to be uh, upset about heading south, but either way, it's if I was, it's a good thing we're headed east. And
that's
Ennio gives
fair.
finger guns. um, but no, I mean, I not really. Um, I don't. I mean, I didn't I wasn't run out of Persona or anything. I just left. So I haven't done anything illegal, broken any laws.
I'm sure you have not.
Well, I mean, I broke the law like in Jigow, but so I guess north would be a problem, but nope, nothing there. Question: do I know what library attached to a school that could be?
That is an interesting question.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh my god.
God,
That was a,
so
was a really good
perfect.
Oh
reference.
my
God
god.
damn
boy.
it.
I mean, there are various schools around. I don't know if there's like a big standy outy one, but yeah.
I guess like thinking in my head the Venn diagram connections of wizard, school, library has language options in my head. I don't know if that would narrow it down, but that's what I'm thinking. I just rolled a history check because I didn't know what else it would be.
Yeah, one sec. Yeah, I feel like it would be still kind of, I mean, he didn't mention anything about teaching magic or anything, so it really
That's
is
fair.
just down to any kind of school. You could think of maybe a couple, but nothing that kind of stands out as any big thing. Also, I'm unsure if I'm thinking it might be because it's late for Riggy. They might have gone to like fell asleep. I'm unsure. We'll see. I've sent them a message.
But yeah, fair enough. I actually meant to ask you, since we have a minute. I know that you can. I've seen you do, the like some rituals and stuff. What kind of rituals do you know how to do?
What?
Like you can. I know you can like summon your familiar and like identify stuff.
I can also. A bit better at understanding languages, though I must be able to be within reach of it to understand it, and detect magical essence nearby that is hanging in the air.
Ooh, those would be so handy. Ennio pulls out his journal and says, "All right, I wasn't gonna tell you this, but my rat, well," Ennio holds out his hand and a rat appears in it. And he opens his journal to a page that's got like clearly like chicken scratch. Like it looks like a page written by so like I don't know if you've ever seen like a paranoid schizophrenic's like writings and like diagrams.
Okay.
But it's like a whole 2-page spread of that is the find familiar spell, but completely like disorganized, unschooled,
like different pens used.
Figured it out as best they could, vibes. And Ennio says, I know like I mean I'm no wizard, but like I know the basics. And if I could maybe sometime see the language one, because like I speak like a couple languages, but like there are so many cool books in like Sylvan, and it's like who even reads that, you know?
Well, funny you should mention that. That
You read
is,
Sylvan?
I do actually, yes. And Corin starts saying something in Elvish and then transitions into the more ancient, sort of Sylvanish sort of vibe.
See, I got the first part, and I recognized like a word in the second part.
It's I just imagined he said something similar to a quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, but in Sylvan.
I got the word dog. I like dogs. That one I recognized.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think I have any other spells I could give in trade or whatever, but I
no,
don't have any ink on me, so it'd be a
well,
while. But
I mean, I could certainly. I would not mind helping, or if you would like to just see my notes, and Corn would produce their spellbook, flip to their page on Find Familiar, and it is basically a stark opposite of yours, with like incredibly neat and even handwriting with like arcane glyphs every now and again elsewhere.
Colored gel pens.
It is like, yeah, like oddly neat and even, like trained, regimented, sort of
cool.
rigorous, sort of like labor went into it.
I love the characterization of just how people write.
There may be a
Cool.
few proficiencies that help with that. But oh, also, in the realm of ink, you don't. I don't have any magical, but you are welcome to use this. And Corin will just like flick their hand forward, and a quill just appears out of nowhere in it, and they just extend it out to you.
That's cool. I mean, I have like normal black ink in abundance.
No, you don't. You don't need ink to write with this. You just write, and
Oh
it
yeah,
produces.
I mean, I just mean that I have ink too. That's
Okay,
really
that's
cool.
fair.
I just, yeah, it's
No.
fancy pen. I have a, and he was not impressed by this at all.
Fair enough.
Brutal.
I will say, as far as magic tricks go, your little trick of turning into a rat was rather impressive.
Thanks. It's, just doing my magic. Ain't no thing, as they say. But yeah, I can kind of do a pen trick kind of thing too.
I see. Well, it is, we should probably wake the others. It's been about long enough.
The sun peeking over the penumbra range. Oh, twinkling in all of your eyes. Feels good.
Okay.
You guys all have completed a long rest. Oh, how delightful.
How delightful.
The cloudiness in the sky is actually kind of thinner today. It seems kind of sunny, which is quite nice. But yeah. Unless there's anything in particular, I assume you guys are packing up your things and get into it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
While people pack up their things, Ennio is just like reading his book and muttering to himself. And then before we go, he looks at Corin and goes, "Hey, Corin!" And
Yes?
holding up his hand, sleeve pulled down, he closes his fist and opens it, and there's a quill in it. And then he closes it, and the quill's gone.
Corin kind of chuckles to himself a bit. Just, well done, well done. Is that the spell?
Caught that from the side, and he's just like, witchcraft. Look in his eyes.
Yeah, it's a spell.
What sort of spell, if you do not mind my asking?
I actually have it written down. I could show you later, but I just, I can do that too.
All right, fair enough. Do as you will.
Mage War. Okie doke. Y'all hop on ye horses. Is Ennio going rat mode again, or you want to start
fine with
walking, or?
I mean, it's really up to anybody else. It's no issue to me.
We probably shouldn't push the horses too hard 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
we don't want
good
them
with
to
walking.
die.
Yeah, that's fair. Walking it is.
We probably made a lot of ground on them yesterday, regardless, so no need to go as hard today.
Okie doke.
I think that's a good idea. So, who wants to play a game? I spied with my golden eye.
Goodness.
And so begins.
And he just
He just does it until someone just says something, or even if they don't, he just skips to the next thing he sees.
So funny.
Okay. As you're
Little
walking through a
brother
bit,
vibes.
I'll say, can everyone roll me just a flat d20?
Your wish is our command.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Ennio.
Doing
Once
great.
again, Ennio carries the team.
Ennio, it is actually your turn to spy with your little eye. And you're looking around for something and kind of just making your way slowly. And you notice what looks like you notice what looks like a mailbox. Just like a post with like a wooden box on top on the side of the road. You haven't seen any before on this kind of journey. It's just out in the open, just there.
Ennio is gonna turn and start walking straight towards it and go, "Hey, do y'all see that?"
What is? Yeah. Should we just approach it? Looks quite random.
Is there? I mean, there's no like property per se around, right? There's like no house behind it or anything.
No, and it doesn't even look like the road kind of peels off or anything. It's just alongside the road. Looking at it closer, on top of it, it's kind of got just a flat roof, and in like paint on top of it, you read, it says, tacks.
Come again?
It says tacks. I've written it in the Roll20 chat.
I see.
What
Ennio
is
is gonna look around in bushes, behind trees, around.
Go ahead and give me a
Yeah,
perception.
Mara is on full swivel. Like, something is deeply wrong here.
Alrighty.
Should I be worried? I look at the other ones who are just like running around, doing everything.
I don't know about worried, but this isn't how taxes work. So, and they spelled it wrong.
Mara, like her body is basically remaining still, and her head is just tilting around like an owl's, and pulls from an inner pocket like a crystal, like a crystal shard that almost looks like a dagger, and just sort of holding it and almost doing like when people like flip knives around their fingers, kind of doing that with it, but not very well because she only has 2 dexterity. But
could I, as I like go to the thing where the text is written on, I just go, I just give it a sniff just to catch the scent of it, and just try to use that nose of mine to see if the wind is carrying that scent anywhere, if I can smell it around us, besides from the text where someone might have left their scent on. So just perception with advantage. Oh wow, those weren't good. These were bad perception rolls.
I'll say
So 10.
All you guys together with your collective perception. Anyone else who hasn't rolled is welcome to do so.
Let me roll because I have a pretty high perception. Oh yeah, I do. Oh.
See where it goes. Well,
the nat
Lyra
20.
found it.
Okay.
You'd love to see it.
Ennio, you correctly spot that the word tax is incorrectly spelled. Xhorhas, you don't really get any significant kind of scent off it. The best you can kind of conclude is that either the winds have been very strong, or this has been here for a little bit. Karn, you notice that the box is empty.
Is this a toll road?
And
what's toll?
Mara and Lyra, you guys noticed that there is a kind of small pile of dirt near the bottom. It seems like this has been recently somewhat planted, and was not originally part of this road design. You also notice that there is a singular boot marks, a one person would have walked off of the road, installed it, and then walked away. The boots seem human-sized, but yeah, that's all you get. You can't see any individuals around. It seems like this is at least a day or so old.
Is this one of those things where you put money in?
I would like to walk over to the box, and I would like to try and pull it out of the ground.
I'll say it doesn't take much strength. Even if you're not the most shredded individual, you can easily kind of wibble wobble it until it kind of just releases.
I pop it out, I rest it on the ground, and then I just push it over. Let's carry on.
Rebellion.
So we don't pay these things, okay. You sure?
We would normally pay them, but I think this one's like a fake one. Someone's
People
lying to
do
steal
that?
our money.
Official tax collectors don't misspell the word.
This is true. Does anybody have any actual tax that we could leave behind though?
That would be really funny.
I don't know what taxes are, so I'm just gonna leave that choice to you if you want to have that here.
Okay.
Cool. And I guess we can keep going.
Okay. You guys continue for a little bit. Yeah, walking there it's great. It's a little hotter today, with that sun on you. But yeah, it's a nice little change from yesterday's kind of vaguely overcast vibe. And you continue for a little bit. I'm also gonna get this straight. Are you guys kind of on a very slow trot on your horses, or are you just walking alongside them?
I'm walking.
And Mara's probably on the horse, doing a slow trot.
So you guys continue for a little bit more. So this would be maybe around midday-ish. Lyra.
Yes.
You notice on the eastern side, kind of between you and the mountains, there is what looks like a dust cloud that is just kind of kicked up. It seems.
Is there anything I can tell at this dust cloud?
It's kind of hard to tell. It seems like it's kind of coming closer to you, but not at any alarming rate.
We might want to pick up the pace a little bit. Just a teeny bit.
Do you think something is coming our way, or should we just?
There's a pretty big dust cloud, and even if it's nothing too serious, it's never fun getting caught up in one.
Right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyone want some tea? As I just hold up the can.
You are
It's
rather
here on the
fond of
road.
tea, are you not? You are.
Yes.
I just.
It's calming activity.
It's true. I believe at the moment we should keep our nerves tense. It may help.
Okay.
I'll say, Mara and Corin, in being alerted to this dust cloud, you notice that on the west side there is also a dust cloud. And it's kind of odd in the sense that it is not traveling with the wind. It seems to also kind of be nearing.
Is it dust or is it like black smoke?
It seems to be just like sand and dry dust.
Okay.
I suggest we pick up the pace and hope whatever's causing it is friendly.
Is that something to worry about? I mean, it's just dust.
Dust does not kick itself up. Dust is caused by things.
Nor does it come from two sides normally.
Okay, if you assume so, I think I'll just do what you say.
So you're getting into a jog, or are you on the horses, galloping high speed kind of dealio?
I'll keep it a jog.
Yeah.
Or a run.
4 people on horses, and then Zenris is sort of jogging, and we'll just match his speed.
Okay. Zenris, do you want to give
I mean,
me
he's a fast guy.
To see how well you zoom?
Huh. Okay. Let's see this.
Or a constitution. I just assume since
That's a 20 again.
Whew. This man's.
He's just running, you know.
He was just sleeping the flex. He didn't even need it. Okay. Yeah, you're going. You pick up your pace and yeah, you're traveling at a pretty quick speed. Looking up your shoulders, the dust clouds are still kind of keeping pace with you guys, and if anything, they do seem still closer.
Can I shoot? Is it? How far away are they?
Maybe something like 500 feet or so.
Enio is gonna cast Create Bonfire behind us.
Just
leave a bonfire in the middle of the road.
Okay. You do that. There's fire there. It's
there's just a 5-foot cube of fire in the middle of the road.
Yeah. Okay.
We keep going.
You keep going.
Yep.
You keep traveling, and it seems like they're getting closer and closer, and you kind of, maybe after, I don't know, 15 or so minutes of them kind of just tailing, you see kind of ahead on the road, it appears that there are 4 horsemen, which is an unfortunate number. They're just regular horsemen. There's no apocalypse. There are 4 horsemen. 3 of them are on regular kind of riding horses, though one of them is one of them is on a war horse that is just black, and it is decked out with what kind of looks like Kryn barding, so various kind of dark bluish purple plates all over it, and the man riding it is wearing a Aurora Watch like breastplate.
Zenris just waves over, saying like, "Hello."
Oh, I thought
Okay,
these were
so
bandits.
these would
It's
be
actually the police.
You guys are going to jail for tax evasion.
Are those also?
Boy.
Are those also like fake people?
No, these are a different type of thief. It's fine.
Oh, controversial take. Yeah.
No, their crime is usually worse.
Oh, okay.
Based.
So they're bad guys. Gotcha.
I wouldn't attack them though.
They're kind of trotting kind of closer towards you. And they get to maybe like 60 feet away from you. Before the man on the warhorse kind of calls out. Good day, road roamers. My name is Officer Polstrike of the Aurora Watch. I've heard that y'all passed the toll checkpoint about a mile or so back.
Christ.
I don't think
Well,
Oh, so you're the fake.
You didn't.
you spelled tax wrong.
Well, I mean, what? I wasn't the one. I
You
didn't
also
make
didn't
the
say.
sign.
You also didn't
Corin's
say
gonna.
how much the tax is. Pretty suspicious.
Well, if that was the only issue, I'll have you know that the roads and infrastructure tax is 25 gold per horse.
I'm gonna subtle spell cast detect thoughts on this fucker.
Alrighty.
Corin's gonna try to look through him and see if it's an illusion.
Interesting.
Because something ain't sitting right.
Okay.
I'm getting my coin pouch.
I dislike this man.
Alright.
I'm reaching into my pouch, but it's not for coins.
Okie doke.
Oh god.
Okay, we'll go order of who spoke up first. Okay, Mara. Detect thoughts is what is the
It's
range?
just
Is it
to get
60 feet?
surface thought. It's something like that. It's
Sounds like it
30 feet.
30 feet. So you have to wait
and
for him to
it's
get closer.
okay.
Unless you have distance spell.
I don't. And then I couldn't subtle.
True. Okay,
I
well,
will wait
you
for
can-
him to get closer to do that.
Sweet. Sounds good. Okay. Who was next? I think it was Corin? Was trying to look through. Go ahead and give me what is it, investigation, I believe? I'll say at disadvantage since he is 60 feet away.
Okay.
But you can give a good old
Give it a shot. Oh my goodness.
Holy shoo. Okay, so
That's pretty good.
it is pretty good. You're convinced that it is not an illusion. Though with such a high roll, you do notice that the chest plate that he's wearing seems kind of beaten up. It has various kind of dents in it. And looking even at the horse's barding, it doesn't seem like it was meant for a horse. It seems like there are just like pieces of like leg plate and like kind of like pauldrons and stuff that have been affixed to the horse, like to look like barding that is official. But yeah. He says, well, you know that the having all these steeds, I mean, if you're not willing to pay the tax, we'll have to take them off you. You know, the horses and
I think your steed is mighty fine looking.
Wow.
I think I've been needing a steed for myself.
Absolutely sorry to hear that.
Wait, is that what we're doing? Ennio looks over at Lyra excitedly.
Oh god!
I am going to pull a pistol from my pouch and point it at that man.
Ennio shoots him with an Eldritch Blast. No hesitation.
Holy shit. Okay. Fucking let me get my map.
I think it's unlikely that we're about to kill a cop, but in case we are.
Alrighty. Okay.
I'm about to bring a change to this man's life.
First of all,
nobody's aware of this, but Ennio has zero clue that this is not a cop.
Stepping back from the
oh my
situation.
god. Ennio is a fucking loose
Just
cannon.
stone cold, just so enthusiastically ready to kill a pig.
Jesus.
I have wanted to shoot one of these goddamn Aurora Watch members since I was 8 years old.
Holy shit. He's unhinged. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Saying that out loud?
I'm not gonna kill him.
Just
Yeah, we're just
That makes
We are-
one of us.
We are counter robbing them.
This is-
Cord
Holy shit.
I'm
Cord
just
would definitely
happy
say
away from
not
the
fast
situation.
enough before the blast goes off or a pistol shot rings out. I don't think, but Corin will straight up say they're probably bandits and just run with it.
I love that.
Oh,
This is
After the
direct action.
firefight breaks out.
okay. Let's bring you guys on over. Oh boy.
Oh
I've
boy.
gotta re-find y'all on this map and pose for the stream. Oh, that looks beautiful. So yeah, three very friendly folks are also on horses. Their horses aren't on the thing; they're under them. If there are tokens there if we need them. It looks fine on stream. We have music. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and start an initiative order. That should be clear. Yeah. Okay, dope. Go ahead and roll me some initiative.
Oh.
I'll say
Well,
Lyra gets the surprise, like immediate attack. I'll say for free, just because you're instigating the immediate.
Alrighty.
Pew
And
pew.
here's my initiative.
Okie doke.
Alright, so I'm gonna...
Oh, for some reason the token for me is not selected. Oh.
Oh,
Let's-
sorry. Try that. That should work. And you're welcome to use the
Let's see,
19.
that should be... 7...
That's 18.
Not very high roll, but I didn't misfire. That's what's important.
Yes. Okay.
And it's just unusual enough. It might surprise them, you know?
True. They don't know what that is.
I love guns in fantasy games just purely for the
And I put
just
a gun
like
in them.
parry this, you fucking casual. Like
Mm-hmm.
That's so good.
The vibe is so good.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Is it like define pistol? Is it like a 4-barrel type thing, or is it?
Oh
Like
no,
a
this is a single shot. Like, this is
Okay,
a
okay.
small pistol.
Cool. I'm into it.
Okie doke.
take it.
So, initiative. Me not rolling a single dice. Ooh.
Okay, now it got me on the tracker at least.
Sweet. Okay, is everyone on? Let's give it a quick sort. Excellent. Why did those numbers not go in? I didn't hit enter. Boo. Inia, what is your dexterity modifier?
Oh, my dexterity modifier is a whopping 2.
Okie doke.
Please.
You are going before... Yeah, sweet. Okay, so initially, Lyra, with the pew-pew, I assume you're aiming at the head honcho guy, the...
Oh yeah.
red?
Like
Okay.
I said, I want his horse.
Yeah, it made that pretty clear. Okay, was that a 13 to hit?
Yeah, 13. Probably not a hit.
No, it's not a hit, but this kaboom from this masterpiece of a weapon. Yeah, you fire it off. It's definitely a warning shot. The horses flinch for sure.
I flinched.
Yeah, everyone all of a sudden just kind of snaps into oh shit, this is going down mode. Awesome. Top of the round, Xhorhas. What's the haps? What's going on?
Not getting involved in this. I'm just holding my action for if they come at us, but
Okay, what are you gonna do
nothing.
if they do come at y'all?
Probably. Let me just. Probably use command to have them stop.
Okay, doke.
As soon as they get in like a range of, yeah,
Was it 30?
30 feet.
Okay, doke. Let me know if
It's
that happens.
60 feet range, but
Ah,
if they get too close, which is 30 feet in my opinion.
sounds good. Okie doke. Over to Lara.
I am going to reload my gun.
Yep.
That'll be it for now.
Okie doke. This guy's turn. He goes, oh shit, and just kind of gives the hia to his horse. I don't even know what that's called. And he's gonna try and close the distance. So at what 30 feet from, I assume from the group. Look at that. Go ahead and fire off command. What is the DC on that? Xenris.
You are muted.
Oh.
I totally knew that. Totally knew that. So the DC is 13.
Alrighty, and what's the command word?
Back off.
Sure, we'll put a hype in there. Okie doke.
Flee.
Unfortunately, while you fire off your spell, it seems like the wit of this individual is enough to resist your influence.
Worth a shot.
Worth a shot indeed. But yes, that
Now
was...
what?
Oh, he left his horse behind. So he moved 20 feet. But I'm pretty sure... How much movement does the horse have? Oh, plenty. He's gonna zoom on in.
I'm surprised the horse isn't skittish, considering the whole firearm thing.
It's a war horse. This dude maybe has seen some stuff. Maybe the other ones aren't all that keen. This one's a particularly steely horse. He's gonna.
Well, it's gonna be steely.
It's gonna be lady. Okie doke. And he's gonna unsheath a scimitar and try and make some attacks against the one waving around the gun. First attack is a 24 to hit.
Oh, that'll probably hit, yeah.
Second one is a 12 to hit. Which I believe
That will
misses.
not.
And last one, ooh, that is a 23 to hit.
Hey, he's a band
That probably
captain.
Okay, so that's two attacks.
I dislike this man and his 3 attacks.
So with those 2 slashes, it seems like this guy just kind of has horse combat down packed. And with those 2 slices, the first one is 7 points of damage, and the second one is 8 points of damage. As he draws some blood, and then just kind of is there, unsure about his next step. Oh, I did the first thing where I pulled up the wrong roll 20. Isn't that great? Okay, sweeto. Over to Ennio.
7 and 8, right?
Amazing.
Correct.
Well, Ennio is gonna look at the furthest bandit on the left, and he's going to cast Hex, which I'm just gonna say because, you know, we all know now. And then he's going to hit it with one of his Luxon strikes, Eldritch Blast.
Ka-chow.
So let's do it, please.
Whoo!
I'll hit.
Pew pew.
Beautiful.
So that should be yes, that should be 12 points of damage.
Pew pew pew. Okie doke. You hit this dude. He's just like thrown off his horse, and is unconscious.
And he yells, "Anybody else?" Points at the next guy.
Holy shit. Okay. Is that all from Enio?
Yeah.
Is that all? He dismounted someone. Cool beans. Okay. Next up is the bandit dudes who aren't police officers, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna say their horses are giving them a little bit of trouble after that gunfire. We'll make them do some animal handling and see how well they have control over their horses. Alright. So the guy at the bottom, his horse is just not having it. It bucks him off and just like dashes off into the horizon, which is not great. But this guy manages to keep his horse. So they are going to move on up, and they are going to I guess they'll zoom towards the one who they know has the power to blast, and is gonna make a what kind of attack they got? Also scimitars.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. These guys don't have a barrage of attacks. That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Okie doke. And on that slash, Enio takes 6 points of slashing damage from the big old sword that is getting swung around. This dude, he is going to move 30 feet and dash for another 30 feet and just kind of get into the group. And this horse is just gonna, of its own volition, just kind of walk this way. I don't know. It's just grazing, I guess. Cool beans. Mara, you're up.
Okay, what do I want to do? Okay. There. Sorry, Roll20 has just decided it doesn't want to let me move my token without moving the screen around. That's fun. What am I going to do? I had a plan, but him being there makes that a little bit annoying. If I go 1, 2, 3.
We said this was epic battle music, and it is. It's a vibey.
I'm going to target the captain main guy. He needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Absolutely.
So Mara looks up. Her eyes start faintly glowing, and she starts kind of speaking in a mixture of Elvish, Undercommon, and a third language that most of you probably don't speak, and just locks eyes with this person and starts assailing his brain.
That was a 13?
Yep. It's DC 14 intelligence saving throw. He takes 13 psychic damage, and on its next turn, it has to choose whether it gets a move, and an action, or a bonus action. Yeah.
Okie doke.
And it can't take reactions.
And that was
so I'm just gonna. Yes.
Okie doke.
I'm just gonna move over there as well.
Opportunity attacks.
Okie doke.
From one of them, he can't take reactions.
Right.
From the the small one. The big one can't.
Yeah.
Super good area control spell. Or
so nice.
Denial spell.
And this is his mind, and oh, how whipped it's been. Okay. Cool beans. Anything else?
Nope, that's me.
Okie doke. Why is the music so quiet? Gotta crank it. There we go. Okay, Corin, you're up.
Okay. Well, compounding off that, And off of what Zenris had did before, Corin's going to put pull the book off their side and sort of flip to one of the news pages of the book, press their hand into it, and then lift their hand back up and tighten it into a fist, and also shout "Stop!" at the commander or the leading guy, and I will cast Hold Person.
Okay. It's a wisdom save?
Yep. DC 14.
Unfortunately, he rolled an 18.
Damn.
Damn. But there is
Well.
terror in his eyes as you do that. It seems like this is not easy pickings.
Fair enough. And that's when Corin says, "They're probably bandits," and yeah, that's my turn.
Hell yeah. Okay. Top of the round. You notice in the fray, that the dust clouds have kind of arrived. There are dudes.
So,
They are
oh wow.
hanging out now. Is that on the stream? It is not. Camera. There we go. Okay. But yeah, they've just kind of arrived. What's the haps, Xenris?
It's the what?
What's the haps? What are you up to?
Well, seeing all of this mayhem and punching and hurting, Zenris does get a bit angry, I'll say it like that. And seeing his new friends get a bit bloodied here and there doesn't take too kindly to it, and I will, or he will, go into his transform form as he just like rips off like the drapes on him, and just this dark fur covers the rest of his body as he slowly, I'd say, turns more into a wolf-like hybrid form than the nice-looking boy he was before. And with that, I will try to do a predatory strike at the one nearest to me. So I'll just cover myself. So I'll try to go for him.
Totally.
No, I don't know if a biting attack would count as. Is that an improvised attack?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Mm-hmm.
It's an unarmed
Okay,
strike.
so unarmed strike. Okay. So let's see how that goes. That's an unnatural 20.
Clean. That hits.
And it goes for 3 damage as it just lunge forwards, biting towards his throat.
Okay, yeah, it definitely hits him, and he's very scared. He was not expecting this. This was not in his planning regimen.
This is also in that same moment he just lets out the deep growl, just mostly to strike fear, less because it's like necessary, just because he wants this to sort of die down with this appearance. Yeah.
You know, the growl that therapists do to calm people down.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
In doing so, you do notice kind of at the corner of your eye that one of your horses just bolts. Like they are pretty spooked at this display of spookiness.
I just like think, shit, sorry.
I'll re-add you to the initiative because I think in swapping token it took you off. Okie doke. Is it your turn?
Yes, so it ends my turn.
Okie doke. Lyra.
Alright, so first I am going to shoot the captain, but this time I am going to do a winging shot
Okay.
as well. So
You are
let's
at
roll
disadvantage 'cause
for
he's
it.
in melee.
I believe this might actually be.
Oh, do you have
Let me
the?
look at the stats.
I think you might
Well, I
have
do have.
the feat.
I believe. Let's see. No, I have Firearm Specialist, but I want to check the stats on the gun. 'Cause it's the palm pistol. It's kind of a short-range weapon anyway.
Hmm.
Well, I'll still go for it either way.
Okie doke. Go for it. Hey, that's gonna hit.
Good. He needs to make a strength saving throw with a DC of 13.
Okie doke. That's not gonna do it. That's a 9.
Alright, he is knocked prone, which will dismount him.
Yeah. And how much damage does he take?
Let's roll that. That's a D8 plus 3. It's gonna be 5 damage.
Okie doke. There's another ka-chow erupts from. It just makes Lightning McQueen sounds. Yeah. You shoot him, and the just impact from being this close just like blasts him off of his horse.
Alright. Now I am going to use first my second wind to do 1d10 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's 11, so that'll put me at 27.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to action surge to disarm him. I'm taking his scimitars. They're fucking mine now.
Totally. This is really funny. Oh, this is actually so good. I'll say anyone from Xhorhas. Actually, no, that's a little bit too broad. I'll say Xhorhas. Give me a history check. This seems very just unrelated.
Okay. Just a regular check, or does it have anything to do with things that? Okay. So that's not particularly good. That's a 4.
Okay.
How do fate points work again?
So you can spend as many fate points, up to as many as you have, and then they're gone. But you have to do it before you know if it's a fail or not. So you could still spend them, but you're not sure what the DC would be.
Okay, no, then I'm just gonna leave it as it is.
Okie doke.
I'm just gonna leave it.
Lyra, you kind of manage to just like get around the horse, and the dude's on the ground. You yoink. He's got one scimitar, but as you kind of yoink it, you notice that he's got 6 knives. Like he's got like a dagger on each thigh. He's got like 2 holsters, and he's got like a torso strap that has 2 knives on it. So all over, this man has 6 daggers on him, which is in the book, which is great.
Amazing.
But you've gotten his biggest stabby slashy thing, and he seems to just be like grabbing for whatever knife is closest at the moment. Like he's
actually he can't be doing any of that because he's prone and he can only take a movement, a bonus action, or an action.
No reaction to fumble. Okie doke. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay, well you have a new scimitar. This poor man. He's gonna use some movement to stand up, and I think that's his turn, right?
Yup.
He has to use a move action.
Yeah. What an awesome combo. Okay. That's his turn. Enio.
Oh golly,
They don't
Enio
have any
is
more
who
Eldritch
I.
Blasts. You're out of those, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can move your hex at least.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, Enio's gonna move his hex onto the guy in front of him, and pull a dagger, seemingly out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got him.
Alrighty. So that's gonna be 12 points of damage again.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ, Enyo!
You slaughter him in cold blood.
Not aiming to kill.
Okay, you
Non-lethal
slaughter him
if
in
it knocks him out.
nice sleepy times.
Yeah, I take like the hilt of the knife and
You
I just
just,
bash it into the guy's head.
Brained
You
him with
notice,
it.
yeah, people notice that when Enio like swings the knife and goes to hit him, the small dodecahedrons that like glowed around his eldritch blast also like circle his forearm and go towards the person he hit with the knife.
Nice.
And then Enio's going to move. Am I on a horse or am I walking right now?
You're not on a horse, but there is a horse right behind you, as well as the one that the guy was just on.
I'm gonna hop on his horse.
It's all
I
yours.
push his body down onto the ground, and then I go 5. Oh, yes.
Sorry.
You're fine. And then I go 5,
Why do you think?
15, 20. Probably because it takes half my movement to mount.
Yeah.
So that's 20 feet of horse movement.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's my turn.
Mounted. Okie doke. Oh lord. Micromanagement, no. Alright, well. They're moving in. We love this trick. Okay, so that's 45 feet of movement. This one's gonna move over here. This one's gonna move over here, so it's...
Why do you think it's always not like this?
Maybe they are just cops. They're just undercover as bandits.
I'm surprised it's not difficult terrain when they're off the road.
They are, I don't know. These horses are pretty used to it. But that is a fair reason. So this is 30 feet. And
Oh
then...
Jesus! I didn't realize there was more of them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they were on
little
horses. I thought they
sandwiched.
were off
Yeah.
horses.
It's very unclear. That is my bad. But there are tokens behind them of horses. You know, very intuitive. Just hiding horses behind them. And this guy is also going to close up here. And this guy can close up. Yeah. And this guy can close up. Yeah. Mwah! Beautiful. Okay. So I guess let's split this up. I will say... How do I even do this? Okay. I'll say that this one here and this one here are going to be attacking Lara. First one is a 23. Second one is a
Alright.
6.
That won't hit.
Okay, so the 23 deals 5 points of damage.
Alright.
Then I will say the 3 adjacent to Xhorhas are going to attack Xhorhas. That's going to be like a 5 to hit. That is a 7 to hit. And that's a natural 20. But that is only going to be 7 points of slashing damage. Because he critically
Here's the
wounds
3.
you. Yeah, it does. Okie doke.
So
And then this one up in this corner is going to make a strike against Mara.
okay.
That was a d6 because I had that in my hand. That's a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Okie doke, and that deals 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the 2 down here are gonna make attacks against Corum.
Yeah.
That is gonna be a 17 to hit.
Yep.
And a 12.
I'm gonna shield that, even though that's probably a bad call.
I will say. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the first one is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Uh,
Ow.
Inio, you watch just like a blender of scimitars go off. But that is their turn. Maro.
Okay. How are my new friends looking? Like, just
If
broadly
I was
speaking.
to describe my feelings
Do it
on
like an
a
obscure fraction.
31-point scale, it would be like, I don't know.
Do those obscure
Fuck.
fractions.
Because I have one AOE thing, and unfortunately, it will hit all of you, except for
I can
Inyo.
take it.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Just send it. Be careful of the horses, though.
Oh yeah.
They are all
Yeah.
bosses apart from one.
Yeah. Fuck it. It's reveal day. Mara's eyes like flicker back up in her head. She screams in, unless any of you speak a specific language, which is sort of hard to do. And black spider's legs emerge from her back and shoot outwards and start stabbing at everyone around her. And I need a strength saving throw from everyone within 10 feet of me, which is
Oh, fuck.
That's
basically everyone except for the one down here and the one at the top.
That's fucking badass. I don't know what it is, but that's cool as
Wait.
shit.
The one at the top, isn't that one? You mean this one? Isn't that one within 10 feet?
Oh yes, so he is.
Yeah, it's just this one and Inyo, I think, that are fine.
Oh, that was so bad.
Oh.
I wanted to kill some of them.
Jeez.
Maybe you'll scare them
Well,
off.
you might kill me.
I hope I don't.
So is that 8 points total?
Yeah, I just need to read something. I need to read one of my meta magics to see how it works.
Totally.
I'll
in the meanwhile make some saving throws. I've only got a couple to do.
Yes, you do that.
How much damage do we take again?
It might change. I'm just figuring that out. That sounds a lot easier on me.
Yes, I can do this. I always forget. I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll those 2 1s I got on the D6.
Oh, please don't kill us.
Imagine if this is what kills
Already got me less than half health.
Yeah,
okay,
this could
that's
be
12. That's 12 damage total then.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I'm less than a third health.
Yeah, I'm significantly worse than I was before. Okay.
There's a
Well, fine.
big kazoom.
Anyone
How?
who's so it's half damage if they succeed on the save, which is a DC 14, and if they fail, they can't take reactions until.
Yeah, I don't know that was.
It's what happened though.
It is.
Yep.
I dig it.
It did deal a lot of damage. Okay, so in this just explosion of spider's legs and scariness, this established gentleman perishes, as does this established gentleman, this established gentleman, this established
The guy who's knocked out is totally dead at this point.
Yeah. This established gentleman, this one is bloodied, this one is bloodied, and this one is bloodied. Oh, I didn't roll for the horse.
And
Oh no.
And I'm just going to run over here. And there's nothing anyone can do about it because they can't take reactions.
Yes.
And that's my turn.
There is...
Actually, no. Fuck it. This is a big encounter. I'm going to then spend 2 sorcery points to cast. We'll go with Frostbite on. I need a DC 14 Constitution saving throw on this fine gentleman.
Absolutely. He succeeds.
Why are you saying that's... Okay, well, that's fine. Nothing happens.
Alrighty. Okie doke. What a powerful explosion. Very excellent. Anything else? No, that's all.
That's my turn.
Karin, you're up.
Sort of dazed from that, Cord's gonna pull himself back and will move a little bit out from behind Lyra, just over the bodies, and
Yep.
will snap their book shut, and 6 balls, or 3, sorry, not 6. 3 balls of fire will appear, and then the book will flare a like pinkish color, and they'll shift to more of a pinkish color as well. And I will cast Scorching Ray, but it'll be psychic damage instead, because I have other spells that do psychic damage.
Excellent.
And I'm a hit this guy,
yeah,
the main head honcho, and try to help Lyra.
Awesome.
It's 13,
he
21.
Beforehand, so he is at least at half health.
Okay, so of those 3, I assume the back 2 hit?
Correct.
Okay, so that's 5 psychic and 4 more.
Okie doke. 9 points of psychic damage as he scrunches his face in bad vibes. Just not a great time. He's got like a serious headache now. Yeah, these guys are having a pretty miserable time, all in all. Anything else?
Nope. Should attain telekinetic, but no, I'm good.
Okie doke. Xenris.
So I will jump on, if it's possible with that action, jump on the first guy next to me just to, and use the first act of my actions to just slash him across the face, just in that movement. Oh, that's not gonna hit. That's a 7.
7 is gonna miss, unfortunately.
Yes, and with the second attack, I'll just go for the one right next to him, just to keep both of them occupied, which is a 22. That should hit. And this one's just more of a punch right to the jaw. Which is gonna be 5 damage.
He is just hanging on. He is very, very not happy. Quite sick. Quite not in the good.
Mostly just trying to intimidate them with the presence, so they just back off.
They are terrified.
I'm not letting them run away. And I'll just use the rest of my movement to step down here to block them from getting to Lyra. That was an idea.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Lyra.
Well, I just got a brand new weapon.
Yeah.
It's a finesse light weapon.
Oh, it is.
So it should have the same roll as a short sword, which is also a finesse light weapon. So let's just 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Big guy.
I assume, yeah, big guy.
Yes. All right, that'll be 7 damage.
Okie doke. So yeah, you slash through him. His kind of breastplate that was already kind of bashed up is now just like severely just Yeah, he's been through it.
And I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
just
feel
be
the
like,
ultimate hug of-
surrender.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check with advantage.
Alright, let's see. The 17.
Okay. Yeah, he looks at you just in terror. Is it your turn?
Yep.
Okay. He is gonna just look around at all of his dudes, and is just gonna cry
Yeah,
out.
like all 4 of his buds still remaining.
More so with the ones that aren't, and go, retreat! Oh shit! And they're going to, I think they're gonna risk the opportunity attacks. They're just gonna dash and try and get out of there. So, go ahead and give me some opportunity attacks if you'd like to use your reaction for that. I guess if you have your reaction still, because I think some people might have lost theirs if they took full damage. I'm not sure. I wasn't tracking who on our team.
If they failed their save, I will double check.
I definitely failed my save.
Can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
So
It's next turn?
Well,
yeah,
my
you
turn
could take
ended.
reactions. Yes,
Yeah.
you could take a reaction
So-
if you wanted.
I'm gonna take a reaction because I really do want that man's horse after all he's done.
You just yoink him.
And running away is not the same as surrendering. I wanted him to, like, you know,
Yeah. Totally.
You want him to grovel
apologize.
and beg.
I will also say, Xenris, you have also had a turn, so you also have a reaction if you'd like to spend that to make an attack.
Oof, 11's not gonna hit. Darn.
Unfortunately not. Okie doke. I don't know if Corin wants to make an attack against this bozo down here who's also going to try and flee. Actually, it is Enio's turn.
I got a
before they get to-
dagger. Let's try it.
Wait,
actually, I'll say
if
hold off on
I...
that.
What is 2-weapon fighting?
Just because it's not their
2-weapon
turn
fighting.
yet. But you're absolutely welcome to, so when it is.
Let me take a quick look at
Do we need
2-weapon
horses?
fighting, because I do have that.
It wouldn't let you make an additional weapon attack as a reaction.
Okay.
But yeah, this guy is dashing, but not in the charming way. Not in the same way that
Well, has he even mounted his horse yet? Because remember, he got dismounted.
Yeah, he'd have to mount that with half his movement, right?
Correct.
So, okay, he was back here, half his movement, and then so you get 25 feet since his horse is 50 feet, and then he would dash for another 50 feet, 35, 50. He's zooming away. Enio.
So my hexed target died.
Correct.
Enyo.
On his horse.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Bonus action hex.
Yep.
Pew pew.
Ooh,
18.
that's an 18.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
There you go.
Oh my
19
I see.
gosh.
points of
Fuck me.
fixed damage.
Where is that heading?
The boss.
Whereabouts?
Oh, just full torso shot. Just like,
Just between the shoulders?
yeah, just between his shoulders. Like,
You
not
do
aiming
so.
anywhere specific.
His horse was kind of like starting to turn kind of towards this direction, and you just like fire it just between his shoulders, and in doing so, the force just throws him over the horse, and he just like collapses to the ground. And the horse, it doesn't have any movement, but it is still kind of in the motion of getting the fuck out of there. It is not enjoying what's going on. Okie doke. Anything else?
Does anyone else want to try to run? and turn to the group.
Do you want to make an intimidation check?
Sure.
Go for it. This is between Captain's orders and
I'm pretty small.
fear. Oh,
You're also
The
quite far
captain
away. They
is
far away.
pretty.
might not be
To
able
be
to hear you.
fair, the
If we
captain is
scatter,
pretty
they
dead. I feel
yeah.
like that would give advantage.
I think that's fair. I think advantage is fair.
Yes,
Because
they-
he just like one shot,
go
one
after him.
killed that man.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm still small, but
Are you small or are you just far away? No, you're both.
True. Does it cancel out? Okay, doke. I'm gonna make a wisdom save on their behalf because I feel like they have absolute reason to just be so mortified. Unfortunately, there's a natural 20.
yeah, it's all right.
Their panic is overriding that, it seems. Okie doke. But in doing so, there are going to be opportunity attacks. Corin can take an opportunity attack, and so can Xhorhas.
We'll give it a shot. This would be funny if it hits.
This should be great if it hits. Yeah, let's see. Please, a natural 20 once in my life. It's a 17.
17 hits.
That hits.
Nice. Wow, that's 4 damage. And I
He's
just
just
flash
hanging
across.
on.
I want them to run away. Why did you make them like anyone else want to run away? I'm just like, get out, please.
Get out
Also,
of
on Xhorhas, I don't know if this is purposeful or not, but it's giving you 1d20 plus 5, and I don't know if that's including your proficiency modifier or not. But for me, it shows my proficiency and my strength or dex as different numbers. So
I think it should because it's my dex is a +3.
oh,
wait.
then that's weird. Neat.
It's
Yeah.
'cause it's they're using Beyond 20, so they're rolling the character sheet is in
Yeah.
D Beyond, and then it goes directly into here, so it's a slightly different thing.
Exactly.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Sweet.
I have
Yeah.
over 3,000 hours on this hell site.
Oh no.
Same, and I have 1 on D&D Beyond. Fuck that website.
They are gonna zoom. I don't know if anyone has the range to deal with someone that far away. Oh god.
Well,
No.
wait, how's it getting that far away? That's a crazy long
He's
distance.
dashing.
Oh, that's
Well,
it looks farther than it looks farther than it actually is.
Diagonals,
Okay.
I'm telling you. They're insane.
Yeah. I've got the range though.
I do as well.
And the
Firebolt's 120.
firepower. Oh dear. These poor guys.
Yeah, the mess.
Don't start things you can't finish.
Oh, they're catching up with your guys' horse.
Wait, was that 2? They're just out. Bolted.
They're just bolting as fast as they can. Mara, what's the
Thank
haps?
God.
Thank God they're safe in here.
Yeah.
And I cannot measure the distance. Can someone tell me how far they are away from me?
So you didn't. Oh wait, who said that?
I mean,
That would be me.
given how far they all are, they're gonna be roughly 100 feet away. Because
Okay.
About 80 to 100. Yeah.
3 different directions. Because
I'm going to cast a first level Chaos Bolt at this one, at the one on the left. Does it a 15 hit?
Love it. It does.
Oh.
This poor soul.
That'll be first level. Okay. 3 and a 6. I'll keep with poison damage. I'll keep with the theme.
Yeah.
So that's 12 poison damage.
In the distance, you see him just topple.
Just foaming at the mouth.
Oh God.
Yeah, poison enough was just like to sit as steering off, and he'd hit a rock and just never drive under the influence.
Then
So
I
did
will.
any of their horses survive?
Yeah, their horses are still alive. Most of them. Actually, I don't think any
Good.
of the ones in the explosion died. They have 13
Really?
HP, so even if they failed, the 12 damage
Oh,
was
yeah.
just enough to keep them alive.
We should
But they
probably
are
help heal them.
tormented, though.
I'm then going to walk 30 feet forward so I'm within range, and I need an intelligence saving throw from the other one.
Okie doke. The one down bottom?
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
This one up here, the other one, the one I didn't just kill.
Oh, on the left. Oh, I thought you meant. Oh, it's because I thought left was
Yeah.
right. I'm actually genius like that. I don't know. Okay, give me a sec. Intelligence check. Save.
Yes. Intelligence save.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. That is a 13.
That fails. They take 2 psychic damage.
They had 1 HP.
Nice.
Again, just bleeding from the nose, they collapse.
Yeah, jeepers. Make their heads pop.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Corin.
Okay, Corin will.
A dude 100 or so feet away, down to the bottom left, and there's one not so far away on the bottom right. No, he's dead.
True, but I also want to stop horses from running. So, what I'm gonna do is move my 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here, and then.
Not bad.
Are there horses like still underneath the guys in the top left?
Yeah, there are.
Cool. I'm gonna cast Sleep in this 20-foot square here.
The horses had 1 HP. They're out. But they're still standing because that's just horses.
Bip.
And
Yeah.
Wolfpack's coming at you live. Wow, they are so asleep. Best sleep they've ever had.
And I'm also gonna try to put our horse to sleep to keep him from running.
Easily enough. It is out like a
Okay.
light.
Just night. Just go to sleep. It's gonna be better. Don't worry.
Okay. Is that all?
Yep, that'll do.
Okay, and Xenris. There is a dude
Xenris-
so far away.
No, Xenris is all good. He's not gonna give chase. He's just taking a moment, calming down for a bit, and stepping a few paces away. Oh wait, where can I? Oh yeah.
Oh, do you have? Yeah, okay.
Before he just comes back to himself and slowly reverts to his normal form, which seems to take a bit of a toll, just visibly as he seems very much exhausted. But other than that, he just looks like his normal self again.
Okie doke.
But that was not pleasant. Oh,
Okay.
everyone all
Well,
right? Wait, does anyone need healing?
I mean, I think we all do, these poor horses included.
Oh, all right. Let me start with who looks the most shaken up, or like who seems the most hurt.
If I were to judge on a scale from like 1 to 100, I'd be at
Oh.
like a solid 33.
I don't know what to make of that, but I can do something. I think about that.
The troubling realization that math is not like a mandatory subject in Xhorhas.
And I'll just for now start with whatchamacallit, healing hands, which should, for now, just the first one, do
Okay.
4 HP back to 80 minutes then.
So are you guys?
To Lyra. I'll go for Lyra first.
Okay.
4 HP to you.
All right.
Are you guys letting the bandit all the way down in the bottom left get away?
Someone has to tell the tale.
We'll get there.
Alright.
We'll get there.
That
I
was
just-
Don't worry.
4 rounds,
just yell,
meaning
"Don't
24
come back,"
seconds.
Yeah,
is what I yell.
I think inevitably, if you guys wanted to, it would literally just be going around rolling dice to see whoever rolls high first. Like, they are all just so bloodied, and I give you the choice. If you would like, they cannot tell the tale, but if you're letting them free, you're welcome to do so as well.
I think it's more fun to let this man be like, all right, we cannot ever ambush people in the desert again, because you never know how wild it's gonna get.
Yeah, I didn't.
Wild.
Not a very pleasant thing to experience. Twice now.
And I'm pretty sure there's
There's another one down
this
there.
feller right here. He's just passed out.
Correct.
Well, he was until
Oh no.
until Mara.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he's
Leave
like
him.
all the way over there, so he's not really.
Oh, that guy I shot with an Eldritch Blast, and I'm pretty sure he died from that. But I don't know.
Does this happen a lot to you guys?
More than we'd like.
Huh.
We need to have some conversations, by the way, about a few things, I think.
Oh, so.
Well, you're a werewolf. Or werebeast of some variety. And I don't know exactly what Mara was channeling, but
that sounded kind of scary.
Let's just say it's worth maybe discussing.
I mean, sure. If you want to.
Let's get to a better spot to rest. Let's not linger by bodies. Yeah. Let's go get those horses and get on a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is real quick, just out of game. I do kind of need to take off here soon.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I was just gonna say, I think that is the best place for us to wrap off before you guys go and have a rest after this encounter with tax collectors. Just regular tax collectors.
Can I collect? Hey, quick question. Can we
horses,
collect tax from their bodies?
It's so funny.
You know, like
that guy.
See if they have any tax on them.
The history check that I made, Xhorhas do. There is a notorious horse band of raiders. Their leader is called Six Knives.
Well, he's now Six Knives, no scimitar.
Yeehaw.
Might as well
or
call him
chest.
6 Knives Deep. That was nothing. What was that?
Well, that was awesome. Thank you guys all for playing. Thank all you watchers. Jeepers, I think we got raided maybe. Thank you. I think, yeah, Aurea, thank you so much.
Hi, Raiders.
Yeah. To everyone
what?
watching, thanks for tuning in. I hope this was good fun. Hopefully we do this next week. It should be becoming a thing. But yeehaw.